Oh, no, I guess not. We came off of
Are
this
we,
ledge up here, didn't we?
are
Yeah,
we going to be soaking up water out of the ground?
I've got
Whee!
you down in a little house that I drew.
Okay. Because I was like, I thought there was more to this setting, but apparently not. Okay, yeah, we came from up
It was
here.
all in
Okay,
our
okay.
imagination recently.
That's right.
It was.
Who's messaging me on Discord?
Oh,
Cool.
that's right. I gotta resize Kit real quick.
Gonna go get my dice.
Yes.
Yeah, I got my dice.
Dice. Get
There
your
you're
face
back.
ready. Open all your
She was like-
programs.
Oh, those are cool.
Son.
But made her own buttons for her keyboard.
Oh, nice.
Oh, are you looking
Yes.
at the Discord?
And Brian, are you in? Where are you right now?
Not home.
You're in Canada.
No, in BH, sorry. In Belo Horizonte.
In where?
Okay.
In Brazil.
Back in Brazil. I've been
Okay.
back for a month and a week now. School started back on the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
It's not going well having kids back at school.
Oh, I bet not.
Not going well here. I wouldn't suspect it would go well anywhere.
But the job hunt started this week, actually. So I applied to 2 schools already for next year. One in Jeju and one in Nagoya. So we'll see.
Ooh. Oh, you'll get something in Japan if travel's open. Because like
Yeah.
But
somebody,
that's also
we
why a
need
lot
somebody.
Please go ahead.
No, we need somebody who's supposed to go this October, but because it's still completely closed for North Americans, like she can't go. So.
Right.
That's why a lot of people are leaving their jobs in Asia, because a lot of the countries have just been closed borders, so people couldn't get in to start jobs. People couldn't also go anywhere or get out.
Yeah.
And
Right.
go home. So a lot of people are ending contracts and deciding to go back, which
Go back home. Yay!
Quit the
Oh, well, yeah,
profession
I mean-
entirely. Hey.
Even with just like ALT jobs, they haven't been able to hire for 2 years. So
Yeah.
Miss Suzu was telling me, like in Kagoshima, they had like 4 people leave and they have no replacements. But by law, they have to have these ALTs in the classroom, right? Like the students are
Right.
supposed to have so much for junior high and high school. And so there's like, what do we do? There are no ALTs, like because she works in the public school system, my friend Miss Suzu,
Yeah.
and so she's
Are
like,
they
I
just
don't
sharing
know what
them
they're
then?
supposed to do.
Like
Yeah.
week to week,
I think
people
so,
go to
but-
different towns, or
But her that town, the one I worked in, it has like 20 schools. So if they've got like 2 ALTs,
Oh,
it's
wow.
rotating. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Once
two
per
months
month.
every month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or they do like a seminar, maybe, like where everyone gets into a football
That's
field.
what they
with
should
the-
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
English
That's pretty,
teacher.
Jenny.
Oh,
This
Jenny.
is pretty.
Oh, those rainbow. Oh yeah, I can see them. Those are pretty.
I'm totally gonna be able to make dice like that.
Also, in my little gift package, they give me like these little cards, and I got this one. So I will save this and
Oh,
send it.
yay! You got the best one.
Yeah.
The skull.
Okay, so
Skull.
everyone, for
What?
this upcoming holiday season, I need a little bit of feedback from each of you on what kind of look your dice would have as your character. So, like,
Ooh.
for example, what would a Genevieve D20 look like? Maybe just some little thoughts, color scheme, that kind of stuff. Even if you wanted a December dice or December diamonds dice
Oh,
set,
so cute! You're so
um,
cute.
or something like that, or a Krampus themed one, or a a Frankie themed one that all look like stitched up flesh or something. You know.
You don't want a funky themed one.
So anyway, just think about it a
That
little
would
bit. I'm gonna start collecting some ingredients and try some trials with. I'll probably buy a pressure pot, but I'm gonna buy a master set of dice that are custom with my own font on them that I can make casts of, basically. And I'm gonna make my own molds and the whole deal. So anyway, just
It's very cool.
keep that in mind. And I'm hoping to get something by Christmas, but I might have to wait till next spring to send stuff out. We'll see.
Ba, ba, ba. We don't even know if we're gonna be good at it yet.
No, I'm gonna send you whatever crap I make.
Yeah.
They'll be lopsided. They won't have. They'll
No,
have
I
holes in
love
them.
them.
But yeah,
Don't care.
Full of bubbles.
yeah, full of bubbles. They're gonna
That'll
be
be my
trash.
fun,
favorite.
though. Just embrace the bubbles. They were intentional.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
in
that I've
fact,
been casting,
as many bubbles as you want because she's a fish. So
See,
that's
perfect.
true.
There
It
you
can be
go.
full of bubbles.
So just have
Like now that I've been casting and I've been putting stuff in resin, like glitter and like kind of like chunky glitter and stuff, I don't understand how the dice that have all the inclusions are actually balanced.
Right.
Because like even I can tell just like holding a keycap that has glitter and stuff in it that it's going to be heavier on one side than the
Well,
other.
I will give you a little bit of a hint. I plan on making the heaviest part of each of these.
Oh.
So just
That was
You
fun.
can't do that, David.
Oh,
so that
that's
you're tempted
very-
to use the
Cheater.
dice I make
No,
more than
he's a cheater.
your other crappy dice that you've purchased in the past.
Like, why is there
Well,
a
I get
magnet
on-
on this side? I don't understand.
yeah, exactly. That's
Why is
so
this
much
tray
more.
metal and this
Yeah.
dice has a magnet in it? I just don't understand.
But I see like dice sets like on Etsy that people have cast and they're gorgeous. Like there's one I saw that's Spirited Away and it has the little sprites in it, like the little black sprites with the big white eyes. And it's so cute, but it has glitter inclusion. So I'm like, there's no way that's a balanced die. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, and the
figure
YouTuber
that
that
out.
I've been watching that makes his own dice, he made a set that looks like an Arizona tea can. If you've seen one of those,
Oh yeah,
They're
it's
so
it's
beautiful.
like that blue and that pink, and it's glittery, and the numbers are like a nice bright gold, and there's see-through elements. It's very pretty.
so nice.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I love Arizona tea.
you want an Arizona tea? Actually, yeah, they look like soft keen dice to me.
You look like Safkeen. Safkeen looks
They're
like
like green and blue.
Yeah, it was that like sparkly blue and pink with a little bit of gold. So yeah.
That's true. That's true. There's what we have.
I finally. Oh, sorry.
I have a set of dice that a friend made me for
yeah.
my Storm Cleric character,
Oh.
and she tried to make it. Let's see, focus.
Oh, there it goes.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
I like those
And
numbers.
it's got like
They're like
swirls in it,
Spooky.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
the swirls.
and she put like a little bit of gold fleck,
Sweet.
but it ended up just because it all like settled on one side.
Yeah.
But I still love it. I love the design.
Yeah, I like it too. That's pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how, even watching these professional people do it on YouTube, they have tutorials. I don't understand how things aren't settling, aren't becoming unbalanced. I don't get it yet. I need to figure this out. That's why David and I might make some really one-sided heavy dice. We'll all be
Yeah.
rolling 18s, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to complain if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. Okay,
So
I have
guys,
my
are
dice.
we ready to play D&D?
Oh my god.
When was the last
my
time? Gosh, like
June, according to
5
my notes,
months.
June 13th is the last time we played as Spiralia.
June.
July,
Really?
August.
June
So it's only been
13th.
3 months.
Oh, okay.
3 months.
All right.
Summer vacation.
So yeah, not too bad. A lot has happened since then for each of
Oh
you
my god, we
individually.
each had our private session
That's
since
right.
then.
That's right.
And I don't know what you
I
guys
did mine
did.
finally.
And you guys have all kind of come out of this dream state, staring at these objects standing around in the living room of Xavier and Mother's house. The hovel that is deep beneath the cliff face of this mysterious place called Sub 2. Cece, Frankie, and I believe Krampus are waiting outside. You assume. It has been some time, and all of you are fatigued to the point where you feel like you need to sleep badly. Your legs are weak, you're breathing heavily, some of you are still sweating, you've taken some damage, some of you psychically, that's kind of making your thoughts muddled. A lot happened, and you've all noticed each other waking up in different sequences. The last person to come out of the trance being Genevieve. And I think you just noticed that Genevieve came out of her trance.
Oh, was I second to
You were
last?
second to last.
I think Soft Keen was already out and Xavier was out when I woke
Safkeen
up.
came out first, followed by Lindell, and then Xavier. Safkeen had already made her way a little bit over to spy on Mother, who seems to be whispering
back.
in the back
Fuck
room.
this man shit. I'm a.
Lindell did a couple of things when you came out of your trance and then started to head over towards Safkeen, making eye contact with her and the rest of you as well.
Never seen play.
The least fatigued of you would be Xavier, who jumped in headlong into the void and popped out of it without much fatigue, being a construct and a plant, so to speak. And there you are, finding yourselves in this room. Lindell was about to speak.
Sorry, David, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Can you speak up a little bit?
I'll move
Yeah,
the
you're
mic
really
closer.
low again.
Oh, yeah, there. Yeah, a little bit closer.
Move the mic closer. Is that better?
There, yeah, that's better. Thank
Okay,
you.
very good. So Lindell was going to speak, was going to say something, and I cut you off
Oh.
Oh,
in
I don't
order to let the
remember.
rest of them wake up. But I'll let you guys kind of organically get back into it if you'd
Yeah,
like.
can you describe the room again, please? What, like, there's all
Yeah.
these different instruments. What does the room look like?
Okay,
again?
so Mother's house interior. The inside of this hovel has heavy and humid air. The stonework is old and covered in moss. Some mushrooms come out of some of the spaces between the stones. It's a modest living space with an unused fireplace. Looks like it's been, just filled up with junk. And there's a table and chairs, but they're dusty. There's a small room off of this main one with the fireplace and the table and chairs and these objects that you have all been staring at. The room has an open door and there's a straw bed and a desk inside. On the other side of the main entrance, where you came in to the
Not
hovel,
recently.
there was floor-to-ceiling like pantry shelves that have all manner of glass jars and vials, plants, alchemical supplies. The objects that were around you in this hovel space, the living room, were a polished oval stone mirror, a bowl of water, a large glass albemic, which is an alchemy tool, a shiny silver pendulum that was hanging from the ceiling near to the floor, and a crystal ball on a table that were kind of arranged in the space like focal points. The pantry shelves are more like a wall with a doorway between them. The shelves go around this entryway that leads to the area that was visible through the shelves. There's a seasoned black cauldron that sits in the middle of the room. It's about chest high. The fire's gone out. It's not bubbling anymore, not brewing. And there's a narrow ledge at head height that goes around the three-corner walls of this like alchemy room. Below them, there are various shelves and drawers, and there is a small square door in the wall above one of the ledges on the far side. And Mother's back is turned, and you hear her whispering towards this door that's cracked open.
And I think I remember Safkeen had woke up before me, and she was doing something. Right? What was she doing?
Kind of creeping towards to listen in, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Safkeen.
Do I have to roll a perception or?
No, you hear she's.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Safkeen. Hey.
What happened? I was looking into the crystal ball, and all of a sudden, and then I had a really weird dream, and now I'm here. What happened?
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I woke up with these cards in my hand, though. And I'm really hurt. Like, I don't know if you can see all the blood pooling off of me, but
Yeah, Lindell is injured, physically injured, and
Injured?
yeah,
Oh,
Lindell went through a lot.
like if it was out of 100, I'm at like a 9. Like,
That's me, like rush back and be like, "Shit, you're hurt."
it hurts to breathe. I don't know.
Oh, wait, let me
Can
see
I
if
walk
I.
over?
Do I have
Can I
any?
walk
Okay,
over?
I mean, I'm sure if I just sleep it off, but do you see anyone else? Did anyone else wake up?
Yeah, Xavier, what would you like to do?
Oh, upon seeing that Lindell was wounded,
I
he
have
can
a healing
over-
potion. Safkeen will yoink it out of her bag and just shove it down Lindell's throat.
Sorry, Xavier, were you going to cast a spell or something?
I was. It's okay. That works.
Okay, okay. If you'd like to save the healing potion, then you could have Xavier do the spell if you'd like, or both, maybe a
That's okay.
combination.
I think I'll be okay if I just leave home.
Okay, all right, all right.
It's only a basic healing potion.
Okay,
it's
so
not
go
like-
ahead and take that off your inventory and roll for healing.
Okay.
The 1d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 4 or something like that.
Can I walk up behind Lindell and just roll her wrist to the side and see what her 2 cards are?
If she lets you.
Well, I'm just gonna walk. Yeah, just walk up behind her. I just want to see what those.
Yu's
what
kind
cards
of
she looks
crawling,
like.
her legs like asleep as
I am
yeah.
on the floor, so.
It's a little creepy, but you know, she's a necromancer.
So if you're crawling, you're like.
I took
height
no
with Lindell?
damage. Crawl over.
Hey, are you okay? What happened to you?
No, I'm fine. I didn't take any damage.
Why are you crawling?
What
then?
happened to you? I'm just
Why
really
you-
tired. She made me run a lot. I was just running and running and running.
Oh yeah, I was being chased a lot. There was.
I
Why? Do you wanna?
know.
Do you want to see my cards? Is that what you're looking?
Yeah, here. Look, here's what I got. I didn't know. You woke up with cards too?
Yeah.
Did
in
all
my
of us
left
wake up with
hand-
cards?
In my left
While they're
hand, I
doing-
have the artifact,
The
and in my
artifact.
right hand, I had the inverted executioner.
Inverted executioner.
Oh my gosh, Jen's awake. Jen.
Jen, can
Gen-
you read cards?
Genevieve,
Jen!
did you need something?
While I hear them sharing their cards, can I tuck mine away before
Yeah.
they look over it?
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Lindell, you get 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Artifact and the inverted
So if anybody would
executioner.
like to share their cards, I can grab them real quick. I have the Taroka deck, and Thomas, if you could help out too, maybe we can grab the cards and show them.
Well,
I got a 15 for
A
sleight of
15.
hand, by the way.
Okay, yeah, you think you pretty sufficiently hid those from view.
Ah.
Although, Lindell, you notice that Genevieve, out of the corner of your eye, is pocketing something.
If you
can't
want to
get past
grab
Lindell.
Passive perception, man. It's like a 21 or something.
22.
22, yeah. You notice.
Can Safkeen? Well, I assume Safkeen probably would have already pocketed hers when she came out of her dream because she's been awake the longest.
Yeah, you came out first, so if you wanted to have done that, yeah, that's fine.
She's not gonna be holding those. She's gonna be like, "Oh, whatever."
Wait.
Does
Did
Safkeen have
Safkeen pocket
pockets?
hers?
Safkeen has
No,
pockets.
Safkeen. This is important. Let me see your
In
card. Where are your cards?
Huh?
slide,
Yeah,
slide them
ew.
into your gills or something.
The letter holder.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my cards.
David, didn't I get? Are these 2 mine? Is it what I pulled? Mine were really predictable. Right. Wait, Lindell, have you ever been read before?
Don't think so.
Jen, do you know how to read cards?
Yeah, Jen, can you read Taroka
Lindell?
cards?
I mean, we can try and look at them. We can see what's happening. I'm gonna stand up and start to walk over, going towards Xavier though. I'm definitely like trying to position myself next to Xavier.
Are you okay, Jen? Are you all okay?
Lindell
None of
looks
you.
like she's been through a rough time, but doing
Yeah.
better.
Do you see this? This is where I was attacked by a ghost, and this is where I was attacked by a snake, and this is where I was attacked by This was a ghost that looked like my mother. It was really weird. Oh, this was a spider bite over here. Yeah.
Oh.
No. You.
I saw Xavier's dad.
Oh.
And
Wait.
then I ran a lot.
Xavier, you dad.
Golthius tree?
Yeah, a big one. And he cried green, neon sap, and told me all about the Dark Lord. And then I
What
started
Dark
running.
Lord?
So
Are these used cards?
The trader
no,
and
who's
Who's
I've
that?
not doing mine.
Oh,
Who's that?
you're not doing yours. Okay. Sorry.
Well,
Who's
not
doing
yet.
theirs?
Anyway.
Who's showing?
David? I didn't originally pull this card.
You're right. You originally pulled one of them, but not the other.
Okay, so it's not the same.
Not the same. Not exactly the same.
Okay. Did I
Everyone
tell
got-
you guys that whenever I got, I kind of just accidentally ended up at the Pharaohs, that they read my cards? Did I mention that?
No.
It's been a
You get the
long
same-
48 hours.
Did
Okay.
you get the same cards from them then, as you did from
I
Mother?
don't think it's been months.
Well, Mother's sister, the head of the Pharaohs, the Aluxia, Madame Aluxia, Miss Aluxia. I don't remember her
Genoa.
first name.
Did you
Genoa Aluxia. It's been a long 48 hours.
It's been a while.
Okay, well,
No,
what did Mother's cards give you?
Oh, well, the first one was the same thing Genoa said, so I thought it was going to be the same. I
What is
mean,
that
come
one?
on, the Dark Lord. I'll show it to hand it to Lindell. It's the Dark Lord. I mean, it's self-explanatory, right? But then this time I pulled the Raven.
So in your left hand was the Dark Lord and the right hand was the Raven? Is that what you got?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Raven,
Hey, Rainan. How are you? Hi. You okay?
Yeah.
You're Batman. You look so comfy. And it's got eyes too. Does it have little bat ears?
It does.
So cool. So cool. Wow. You have the best
Very
coat.
cute.
Okay. There's one of.
I just got after a cat, so I put on handlers.
Oh. The John's off
It's
the best.
It's 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah. He's been through a lot already.
It's time to wear pajamas. It's 3 in the afternoon. Okay.
Oh, I miss being a kid.
Time to wear pajamas is any hour of the day that you're not at work. Even then, you work from
You-
home. Pajamas.
you in my vision,
Yes,
Mother
Genevieve?
talked to me about the Raven. I think she's maybe representing one of the sisters, one of Mother's sisters.
Yeah, Genoa. It's Genoa. The Raven represents the Pharaohs. I've already had this argument like 10 times, and Mother just had to keep bringing it up. Did she try to lock you guys into any sort of like binding agreements?
No.
Oh.
Don't
Mother.
sign any contracts. No binding agreements. Unless the whole group votes on it, because she's tricky.
Mhm. So wait,
So
the
what-
Raven is Mother's sister?
Genoa pulled for you.
I mean, we haven't really been able to talk about what I learned at the Pharaohs, but I'm pretty sure the Dark Lord is Ordog. I mean, there's no other Dark Lord in my life. And they're trying to get me to give up Ordog for the Raven Queen.
Hey,
Queen?
you.
Raven
Uh,
Queen.
Since you just experienced this, what seems in your mind like a minute ago,
Yeah.
she said, she actually stated that the Dark Lord was not Ordog.
Yeah, I know that, but why would I tell the rest of the group
Okay,
that?
never mind. Sorry.
David. Nope, you guys, that's it. The Dark Lord isn't Ordog. Totally different people. Because the DM wants you to know.
Oh.
The DM wants you to know that.
I didn't know that you were trying to be tricksy, but now I will keep my mouth shut.
I wasn't trying to be
That's right,
tricksy.
David, quit DMing.
I wasn't trying to be tricksy. Oh, what's that? Oh, he's showing you our water bill.
So exciting.
Right, Stephanie, what'd you get?
you got the Raven from Mother. What did her
Yeah.
sister for you? What was the other one?
Oh, well, when I was in the Pharaohs, I pulled the Necromancer card. You know, I
Oh.
just feel like there's no mystery in my life. Everything is so. And I actually did pull. David had me randomly pull cards for that whenever I was in the Pharaohs, and I actually did pull the Dark Lord and the Necromancer. So. You is never Trixie. I'm always exactly who I say I am. Huh?
So, what happened with you and father?
We should talk about that later, maybe. Is he actually Xavier? Xavier, is he actually your dad? Do you know? But
I still don't know for sure. I don't know my specific origins. I found some things out during my dream journey, and I feel like I'm almost more in the dark than ever. I have more questions than answers.
But do you
They
feel
just
like
go in
you
different
Learn
directions.
stuff, I guess.
but do you have purpose, Xavier? Do you feel like you have something to do?
Oh, I am possessed of a very specific purpose. And he's gonna hold up one of his cards, David. I don't know if you have it, but it's not the mist. It's the other one.
Yeah, what were your cards, Xavier? Huh? What is that? Shepherd.
the shepherd.
That makes sense. Your mother
The sh-
thinks that you're like hot shit, which, not to say you're not. You know.
I'm like hitting soft keen.
It's not
Xavier, we
necessarily,
all think you're hot shit.
it is not necessarily about power, but about who can wield what they have.
I don't know what that means at all.
What did you dream about, soft keen?
Huh?
What did you dream about?
Oh. I saw some family members, and it wasn't a great experience, and you were in
I
it.
feel like. Oh. Oh, that's sweet. Was it a nightmare?
I mean, no, no harm came to you. I guess that's, yeah. Lindell, what did you do? What were your cards?
Well, so my card in the left was the artifact. And
I like
and
that
then
one.
my right was an inverted executioner.
Huh.
Genevieve, what does it mean if a card's inverted?
It usually has the reverse of its original intention. So to not be the executioner would be a life bringer, perhaps?
Life bringer? Oh.
Saving? It's hard to say.
Lindell is
Maybe you're
pregnant. No,
maybe you're avoiding death. I mean,
I don't know. The thing with the whole artifact thing was I had two options in my dream. I could either go left or right. Left was basically a chess game with Kumo, and in the right was like a jungle with like a dragon and Trevor. And so I went the sneaky like chess game kind of route, which was it was kind of fun actually. It's kind of a cool challenge because I got to sneak around and things. But at the end, there were all these artifacts in glass cases for different kinds of things, and I was able to get a compass. Was one that I actually got out of like the main glass case, and I also got this special apple that had this like tree demarking underneath the glass case for it, and both of them I put in my handy haversack, but now they're not there. So it's weird because I'm still hurt, so it makes me think that the dream was real, but the items that I got from the dream aren't with me, so I don't know.
So you guys all hear Lindell go through this, but when you hear Lindell speaking, it's very broken. She's coughing, and you notice there's blood leaking from one of her eyes, her nose, and her ear.
She did a healing potion.
She's still pretty injured.
How injured is she?
18 out of 97. It's fine.
Oh my god!
I'm okay. It's fine.
She's like in Doom when the little guy in the bottom. You've taken a lot of hits in Doom 3, and he's like all slumped over and blood's on the screen. Yeah, that's Lindell.
It's fine. I've only used up most of my magic. It's fine.
I'm
Lindell,
gonna touch Lindell, and I'm gonna cast my Cure Wounds for the day.
Oh, so kind.
Do you roll that, or do I roll it? The
You
D8.
you roll it. You're the spellcaster.
Xavier, what
I
was
don't
your other
usually heal
quirk?
people.
What was what?
Ooh, I rolled an 8 plus my spell casting. 8, 16 points.
Ooh, thank you
That's
very
pretty good.
much.
Yeah, 16 points.
Sorry.
Tapping you on the back.
Yep,
Blood's
yeah,
coming out. Yeah.
the blood begins to seep back into.
Oh, that's new for me. I don't usually goes the other way. Your vision had far fewer corpses than mine had.
Well, there were
Yours
also
wasn't a
ghosts
nightmare?
on things.
Surprising at all. Out of everyone, your dream should have corpses in it.
I don't want all my dreams to have corpses. You know, one corpse-free dream. I feel like it really helped me out.
Xavier, what was your other card that you got besides the shepherd?
He's gonna hold that one up, but almost reluctantly.
What is it? What is it?
I fear this one may be what will happen if I fail.
Huh?
Should I try it on my screen, David?
What is
Yeah,
it?
Go back just a little
this
bit.
this
Go back a little
camera
Can I see
is very old.
And
Give
then-
it to me, David.
what does it say? Mester?
The mist.
Mist.
Ah.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. But yeah,
You think you're
I
gonna
what do
fear
you mean if you fail?
I fail in my duties that we will all be lost in the mist.
Oh, I had it upside down, guys. It's full of tombstones. Yep, lots of tombstones.
Oh,
Okay,
I've
Xavier,
got it reversed.
Xavier,
You
this
turn
is my
that back
dream.
around.
Oh, wait, yeah, wait.
Was it inverted initially?
Yeah, was it
No,
inverted?
both mine were
No,
right.
it just
Oh.
upside down accidentally.
Okay, yeah, Xavier, this was my dream. Yeah, I was there. Yeah. Okay. You gets no choice. I guess she's ending up with the tombstones.
Right.
What about you, Kathleen?
Me?
Mm.
Did you not wake up with any cards?
No, I did.
Jen, did you wake up with any cards?
No, but I have clear memories of what's happened.
What happened in your one?
Did you get one of your artifacts?
I didn't. I was at a circus, a fey circus, and things were bizarre and twisted, and
That's crazy.
some of the creatures we've encountered were there as well, just convincing us to leave our worries behind and join in the dance. I remember that, and then these
Who
words
else?
at the end.
Who?
Sorry, who? Huh?
What characters were in your dream?
I mean, well, there was a call towards, I mean, creatures and things that we've seen, of course, and
Like
December diamonds, shockingly enough, and off
Don't
mall.
tell me Little Bolio was in your dream dancing around like a creepy psycho clown.
Oh, I wish David Bowie was in my dream. That would have been wonderful. Wait, what are we talking about?
Let the Bolio! Who the hell is David Bowie?
I remember it ending though, hearing something about the bloodletting beginning and leeches feeding, needing to release them to delve or to dance. It's curious.
Ooh. I didn't have any leeches. I don't really see any. I mean, did any of you see any common themes in these visions? Any thread of?
There was a choice in mind, like Lindell said. I had options to go one way or another.
Okay, me too. I had a choice.
So Genevieve,
Yeah.
Had option.
since this
Choices.
literally happened to you a minute ago, you do remember the words. It was, "The bloodletting has begun, the leeches feed, impale them all and release their crimson upon the thirsty land. Delve
impale them
into
all.
the
I
labyrinth
missed that
to
part.
save your captain or dance with your ancestors and embrace the Seelie."
What?
Really?
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
It is a
Do
lot
you
of
know what
work.
it means?
I mean, her captain's Ordog. Not Ordog. Offmal. Why are their names so similar? This is stupid.
Off dog.
Offdog.
Dog.
There were no dogs in the dream.
No, not small.
Sea dogs.
Wait a minute, and we heard what Xavier's cards were, but tell us about your dream.
My dream?
Mm.
My dream had to do more with discovering the roots, so to speak, of my powers.
How?
And there were a lot of themes that ran through it, but the most important thing that happened in my dream was I've been told that war is coming, and I have a purpose to find someone before the war begins, because it will encompass the entire world.
Find someone? Pounce on someone.
I'm Corvus Corax.
Oh shit! Corvus Corax.
Wait, what?
David, I know who that is, right?
Do you know
Yes.
Corvus Corax?
Of the pharaohs. No? The raven?
Yeah. Yeah. Have I... Wait. I'm really confused with the future, past, and present at the moment. Isn't Corvus Corax dead?
Doesn't mean we can't speak.
Can't you raise the dead? You?
Are you asking the
Oh,
DM?
I think we have to find a dead person. Yeah, DM. Is
Okay.
Corvus Corax dead?
You saw a tombstone with the epitaph carved into it of the name Corvus Corax. You saw it along with the other 9.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. In the dream, we were all dead. That's right. Okay. So they're probably still alive for the moment. That's right. I'd like to have one happy dream in this game. Yeah, I saw Corvus Corax's tombstone in front of your dad while, he was telling me about the destruction of the planet and serving the Dark Lord and feeding the hunger. That's right.
Grim.
That wasn't even the worst part of the dream.
That was the worst part.
I was okay with your dad for a while.
So wait a
Corvus
minute.
Corax.
I'm not one with the books, but isn't Corvus doesn't that mean like bird or something like that? Like magpies or ravens or something?
Roll a history check, Lindell.
Oh, it's not gonna go good. Can I give
While
myself guidance?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm gonna
While
give
she's
myself
thinking,
guidance.
I'd like to cast a healing word on her.
Okay,
Because she
healing
looks
word.
like she's still hurting.
Oh.
On
ahead.
level 2. Okay.
Okay, level 2.
Can't pop our cleric.
Yeah, don't let the cleric drop.
You want the cleric to go down.
No.
Wait, where's my? Oh,
She's
there's
the
one.
youngest. She's the baby of our group.
Oh my god.
Little baby.
So while we're sitting in this room, like on the floor chit-chatting, is Mother just in the other room stirring the pot still?
She has slowed her whisper, and she is reaching something out of her pocket and handing it through the cracked doorway. The doorway creaks shut, and she says, "No time to lose," under her breath.
Hey,
She
Xavier.
says what?
No time to lose.
Xavier. Xavier. Xavier.
Okay. He's gonna go closer to Talkeen.
Do you have a brother?
Not that I'm aware of.
You don't know anything about a little boy.
Well, she works on a lot of other projects.
Little human boy project? How does your mother do? There's a little boy in that room.
Maybe a
What was-
construct.
No, he's
There
definitely
was a little boy?
How did you saw a little boy in the room?
Hmm.
Did we all see a little boy in the room?
No.
And is Lindell still thinking?
Teach out.
Okay, so how'd you do on the healing
Xavier,
spell?
He already did the healing. It's in the
You
Discord
already
chat.
did. Oh, it's in the Discord chat. Thank you.
I'm only barely bloodied now. Yay!
Very good.
I got an
David?
8 for
Yeah.
my history check.
I'm sorry. What did you get for the history check?
8.
8. Yeah. Bird is about the best you can come up with.
Bird, yep,
Xavier.
bird.
He's gonna get up, walk over to Mother, and just ask her point blank, "Hey, who's in the room?" And he's gonna point.
She turns around and grips the edge of the now cold cauldron, also herself appearing very weak, and in a weak voice she says to you, "Oh, it's the last one."
Oh shit! Can we go heal Mother? I forgot. She said she really hurt herself. We gotta go.
She holds up a hand and says, "No, it's not healing I require.
Oh no.
This is different. My time is short."
Xavier is gonna help her over to like a bed, a chair, or to like sit down.
Yeah, she puts an arm around you and says, "I finally delivered the last divination, the last card. Well, it's on the way. I hope his little legs carry him." And
Okay.
you lay her down in the straw bed in the side room.
Xavier is listening very carefully. Can you repeat that one more time?
Louder.
I'll put the microphone inside my mouth. There we go.
Just
For some reason, since I updated Discord, it's so quiet.
Yeah,
I've got all my levels maxed, so.
Yeah.
Okay. What she said. Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember. Okay, she yeah, right. It's the last one. The last card will be delivered. Well, it's on the way. I hope his little legs carry him.
I want to go open that door.
Okay, yeah, you go over and
I'm gonna drag Celestine with me.
yeah, you move some things
Grab
away
some-
from the ledge and open the door, looking inside. It's
scared of
a
children.
very
Yeah, some
small
team will go with you.
hole, like a cavern that's just been carved out, and you can see it has a sharp angle going upward. And you notice there's some tracks in the loose kind of rubble on the bottom of this very narrow hole that's carved in the rock.
Safine, are these little kid tracks?
Roll
I know
a
what's
survival
going
check if you'd like to know.
You there? Xavier's brother.
Xavier is gonna say,
Hurt you.
Mother occasionally uses friends of ours to deliver messages and missives, and she was probably delivering what she said, the last card, probably one of the last divinations that she can do. Her energy is failing.
She pulls the covers up and takes a deep breath, sighing out. And in the sigh, as she releases her breath, you hear, "The Hanged Man."
The Hanged Man. Did anybody pull the Hanged Man? Anybody? No?
Well, we all.
Do we need
did
to
we all
chase
get
this kid?
cards? I don't. Safkeen, what did you get?
I didn't get a hanged man. No, I didn't
You,
get a hanged.
you're familiar enough, and Genevieve, you're familiar enough with Taroka cards that you would know the Hanged Man is not one of the Taroka set cards.
Mine has a noose on it.
Yeah, the Hanged Man's classic tarot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Different.
From that faraway land, England.
Genevieve might.
England.
Genevieve probably wouldn't know this
England.
because you mostly grew up on Dominion, but you roll a history check for me.
Okay.
And did you want to roll a survival check to check the footprints or tracks that were in the?
I mean, I did, and it was like a 22. But if we're
Okay.
just letting little boy go, he can go.
Yeah, it's a
No.
little kid. It's definitely a young child, probably humanoid. Looks like boot tracks and hands.
You know, urchins.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
could
that's so
What am?
funny.
it could be a gnome or a halfling as well.
Oh, what am I
Typically-
rolling for? History?
Yeah, history.
14.
14, and this was for.
Hanged man.
The Hanged Man. Like, if I would know what
Okay,
tarot sets
yes.
that's from.
You know from your studies, with necromancy, divination, that kind of thing, the dark arts, as we like to call them, you would know that there are very many different methods of divination, from scrying on bones to looking in, mirrors to some people even throw wax in water to see how the wax forms. There are also different sets of cards used to read people's fortunes. And the inner islands use a different set than the outer islands. The outer islands tend to use Taroka.
Okay. And so the inner islands, like tarot?
Possibly, but you're not familiar with the set.
14's not going to get you there.
Would Xavier know anything about what Mother might use to deliver missives like that?
Yeah, I'd say you would.
Okay. Do I need to make a check or anything, or would I just know that it's
You've
a
gleaned
tarot
enough.
deck?
You've gleaned enough from just being around.
Okay.
Well, if it's
He's gonna pipe it and tell you that she often uses a tarot deck, depending on maybe who she's delivering the messages to. It might be more poignant to them, to use
Who-
tarot broken deck.
who do we know from the inner island?
What is an inner island? I don't.
Yeah, what are the islands on the inner track?
The dwarven
Um,
one.
If you would
Let's
see.
like, I can bring up the Spiralia map. I think I
Let's
have it
get
in
the map.
20 now.
Actually, the map should be on.
Oh.
20.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
in
in
our
your journals.
book?
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing
You're
to
right.
this up.
Spiralia world map.
The
Okay.
multitudes of the Spiralia Trading Company map. There's
Yeah,
a map.
There's the Spiralia map. I don't.
The islands aren't labeled.
Did I force you into it, or did I force make it pop up on your screen? I was trying
Nope.
to. Huh.
I've got
Okay. Well, if you've got it up on your screen, fine. Does anybody else
I
need
got it.
me? Okay. So the innermost island on this map is what is known as Talentia, and the little bridge goes to Spiralia City.
Oh.
The next one in, going counterclockwise, is called Newgate. The next one going clockwise is two islands known as Eluxia Major and Eluxia Minor. And most of you would know that the Eluxians are the native people of Spiralia, and the founders kind of forced them onto a reservation called Eluxia Minor.
Yeah, Lindell pulls out the page from her mom's notebook and she shows it all to you in the Discord chat.
Yeah, it's got all the names on it.
Yeah,
The
Mom
canon, the canon Discord chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
My mother seems to. She was a map maker, and this was one of the last things that she left me, and it's got colors on it and the different names of the islands, and maybe on
Bam.
the inside, maybe it's talking about this red area on the inside.
Aren't we supposed to be headed towards the Panopticon?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we want to save Othmar, that's where we've got to go.
Oh, and there's Forgefall as well as Panopticon, but Panopticon was made, wasn't it?
Roll a history check. And Xavier, you notice that Mother is starting to snore in her sleep. As
Nat
she
20.
kind of leans over on
Okay.
his side.
Is there anything I can do to make her more comfortable?
She looks pretty comfortable, sleeping all right. But her breaths are a little belabored.
Hmm.
Genevieve, you
That was a nat 20.
you know from talking to sailors and some on the a bit on the wrong side of the law that Panopticon is actually a volcanic ring of many peaks that form a natural structure, and then there is a man-made kind of castle barracks entry that's been built as the single entry point gate into the inner area of Panopticon. And on the center, there is a prison island. So partially man-made, partially natural.
Combination of the two makes it impenetrable, of course.
Yeah, the only entrance is from the southwest on the inner stream of the hyperstream.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
While they're discussing, Xavier is going to get up and start looking through Mother's books and journals, and he is looking. We can discuss it later what he's looking for, but a very specific type of summoning or communication type of book
Okay.
that he thinks she has somewhere.
Investigation check, and then message me in the messenger chat privately.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way?
Genevieve, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Can I walk over to Mother and just kind of feel for a breath?
Yeah, you feel it's shallow, but she is breathing.
I'm just going to sit beside her with my hand then on her forehead.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, you
kind
place your hand on her young-appearing forehead. You feel a little bit of beads of sweat on the brow. The white braided hair kind of pulled back as she tucks the blanket over one shoulder.
staying put there. Lindell.
Okay. Lindell?
I was just wondering, Safkeen's being rather pointed about not telling us what her cards are. And Jen kind of slipped stuff in her pocket. So I'm just wondering if while everyone's being distracted, if little old sticky fingers Lindell can like just take a little peek.
You
Just
can
look in
try.
the pocket.
Are we looking? Are we touching?
Well, it depends. Are Safkeen's cards like in her hand, in her pocket?
You don't know where she put them.
Well, I know that Jen put something in her pocket. So I just want to peek into Jen's pocket.
Peek into Jen's pocket. Okay. Just roll a stealth check for me.
A stealth? Okay. I'm going to use dice today because it's fun.
Yay.
Now I have to do math. Damn it. 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, in Genevieve's pocket, you can see the outline of the cards.
But I can't tell what they are.
With that check, it's kind of hard to tell, but
Can I just like just pull on them just to touch, just enough to just like see the titles? I don't want to.
You can see. It looks like there is a kind of an upside down candle on the left side and a crown, and you make out the letters M-A-R.
Candle.
Oh.
And the other one is a crown?
You're not sure what the other one is. It's turned the opposite way and obscuring it slightly. So you're just seeing the back side of one card, but you do see the upside down candle and crown, and then the letters M-A-R. In common.
Okay.
Sure, common.
All the cards have candles on.
Yeah, I was gonna say they all. Yeah.
But it's upside down. That's the important part.
Okay.
That's the important part. There's a word. Okay. I'm reading Xavier's stuff, so please carry on.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna sit down in some other old chair.
Oh, and
just-
Genevieve, you totally know that she's spying on your cards.
Yeah, I'm pretty aware of it.
Yeah,
but
you see
she's
it.
not taking them out, so I'm not swallowing out.
Right.
And she's pretty beat up.
Yeah. Well,
Hi.
sorry.
Hi. I saw you have cards in your pocket. You want to tell us what they are?
Yeah. Lindell,
Yes.
those are
She
kind of
obviously doesn't, Lindell.
Talking about personal wealth.
All sharing.
uh-huh. And I'm sure when the time is right, things can be revealed. For now, we have someone who's dying to take care of.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Dear Spriggan, please protect her in the afterlife and, make sure she passes on.
It's okay. If she dies, I can still ask her more questions.
You cannot
What? What?
reanimate her skull and talk to her in front of Xavier. Xavier might get upset for a tree.
Well, I can, but I won't for you, Sopkeen.
Thank you.
Does anybody feel like we would leave today with more direction instead of less?
Well, speaking of direction, should we chase after the young boy or should we just let him go?
I think
don't
we should
know.
follow Xavier. I feel like there's something to be said for where he's deciding to go next.
Or let's see if we can get into Cece's house.
Cece has a house?
Yeah, remember upstairs she's got there's this like whole wall thing that like
And she's like, not now. Go see Mother.
later.
I feel like I wiped that from my memory because I value my life.
But it's a cool like secret house that we found because there was a leather thing that we had to do and it opened a door and it was really cool.
Cece has lots of knives. Genevieve, I agree. I think, well, I'm at least supposed to find Xavier's dad. And the best way to find Xavier's dad is probably through Xavier. Right, Xavier?
He kind of stops what he's doing for a moment and turns
And
around.
what he is doing, Lindell and Genevieve notice, the others do not. You notice he has a rolled up piece of paper that he is stuffing into his inventory.
Xavier, did you want us to collect anything of Mother's to help along the way?
Does he know? Would she mind if they,
Loot her house?
Not a general looting. I'm just wondering if there's things that she might want us to have.
Right? I
to
mean,
help
if she's
you.
passing on anyways, she's got a downsize now. Might as well.
Morally,
Very
probably
disapprovingly.
reprehensible, but in the circumstances, who knows?
I'm not saying loot her house. I'm saying anything that specifically you think would be important to
if
help.
there's anything
Is there
that
anything
you see,
you think she'd want you to have, Xavier?
if there is anything that you absolutely need or think would help us, at this point, it is the entire world is at stake. If there is something here that will help us, take it.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
at this
go ahead.
point, I'm going to lay this out for you. All of you are on the verge of exhaustion. If you choose to do anything from this point forward, it is going to be as if you have 1 point of exhaustion. Just letting you know.
I mean, we can't just lie on the floor and fall asleep.
You all feel like doing that.
But there are no beds.
We all feel. Wait, Lindell, can you tell in your orb how long were we in those visions?
What is that?
Lindell, can you check your time orb? How many hours were we in those visions?
Let's
Okay.
take a look at the time orb, shall we?
Yeah, because
It's been a
I feel
long
like-
time. Okay.
Maybe a time more theme song.
All right, here we go. So, orb of time. I'm going to adjust it right now so you can all see. The month is still Smith. That hasn't changed.
Okay. Thank
the,
God.
The day, day. It is very late on Sittings Day.
Oh.
Alright.
20. Were we in there 24 hours?
It is about 4 in the morning. On
It is
sitting
because
state.
we left home in the morning, right? Like first thing in the morning
Around like
on
11, yeah.
Friday.
And you think you made it there around dinner time to Mother's.
Okay.
I want to do one thing to take in a little exhaustion a little bit further. I'm sitting on the bed with Mother. I just want to lean in close to her ear. Maybe my hair is kind of brushing over her face and be like, "Is there anything we should take to help us before we go?" I'm so tired.
You feel a presence try to penetrate your mind. Do you want it to?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have much of a choice. I'm exhausted. I can't stop it. Seriously.
You hear a voice, very weak, but it is Mother's in your mind, that says, "Take what you need, but sleep. You need your strength."
All right. And with that, I'm gonna walk over towards Xavier and go to sleep.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
just gonna walk up to him. I know he's standing, and I'm just gonna like.
Yep.
Rest.
Narcoleptic Jen just.
Instant trance.
Okay.
So Jen's at rest.
So we will make plans in the morning then?
I'm out. Sorry, I don't know.
Do you think there are any healing things in here?
Xavier's gonna sit on the bed next to Mother and meditate.
Okay.
Because I don't really need to sleep.
Nope.
So.
Well, that's not useful at all. Fine. I'll look in the morning.
4 hours for you.
I'm gonna give Krampus the psychic command to wake me up if anything enters the hut. And then I'll just sit on the floor with Krampus.
Okay. Yeah, you feel
Go
the
to sleep.
connection up above you.
Oh, I think isn't she on my shoulder? Where's Krampus?
She was in the dream.
I bamfed her to me.
Okay, then she's with you.
Well, no, I bamfed her to me in the dream. Is she not with me now?
Oh, yes. If you have not vamped her back in since the dream, no. Exists, but not vamped in.
Okay, I bamf her into me,
Okay.
and then I give her the mental connection to wake me up.
Okay, if anyone...
Or should I leave her out there?
You can do whichever you like.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'll have her patrol outside.
Okay,
She can
yep.
fly around the top of the
You
hut.
you feel the presence up above you.
Okay.
And then you're sleeping?
Soft Keen, are you
help
going to take
me?
a nap? Oh, okay. Go
Can
help
you
her.
help me with something, please? And my arms are so weak and it's so high up. Can you pass me the crystal ball, please? I need it.
She's just at the edge of the table, like leaning against it, hands barely touching the top, about to pass out.
Please.
Roll the crystal ball to
As I take the crystal ball and I like curl up on the floor beside it, I want to use my last, like literally one of my last spell slots to cast Scrying, and I want to try to like see where the little boy is running to.
Okay, yeah. So the cloudiness parts a bit in the surface of the crystal ball as you cast your scrying. You can feel there are two presences. One on your left and right when you cast this spell. You feel the familiar, like, root growth come over one of your shoulders of the vines, indicative of the Spriggan. The other shoulder is distant, cold. You get a chill up your spine. But you shrug it off and you look into the surface of the crystal ball, seeing a young boy, little boots, a small cloak wrapped around him, hurriedly scrambling up a little tunnel. It's hard to see where he is, but your scry is on him. He's breathing heavily. Just continues to climb.
I can concentrate it on it for 10 minutes. So I'll just like keep watching him for as long as I can keep the scry going.
Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me. And meanwhile, everyone else.
Safkine's gonna roll out, get her bedroll out.
Okay.
Has you fallen asleep?
I'm all
Yeah.
huddled up in my robe on the floor still.
Does she look comfy? Or
I mean, as comfy as you can be on a stone floor in a weird cavern.
can Safkine sort of put the bedroll next to you and then sort of gently try and roll her onto the bedroll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The two of you snuggle.
Ah, so much warmer.
It does. It helps. And you two gently drift off to sleep.
Yay.
Lindell, in that 10 minutes, how'd you do on your
14?
14?
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to watch for, I'd say, about 8 minutes, still scrambling, still crawling up. Eventually, gets to a point where it looks like there is a loose floor tile above, and the young boy begins to lift it up and slide it aside, looking up into the crack cautiously, and then you fall asleep.
Ah, shoot. Okay, yeah.
They've got a loose floor tile. Anyway.
Yeah, she just curled up with her back in the corner, like huddled around this crystal ball.
Okay, so you all find rest or meditation in your various ways. Krampus staying on guard. You don't get any pings in the night. Some of you a little bit more comfortable than others in this cold, damp space. Xavier. 4 hours in.
Yes.
It's very early in the morning. Around 8 a.m.
Okay.
You see Mother begin to straighten out. She sits up.
I'm gonna help her sit up. I'm gonna grab some water or something for her.
And she drinks a little bit of the water. It is my time. Xavier, stay with your friends. They will protect you. Some of them are more misguided than others, but you can help them.
Hey now.
Your moral compass is straight. Follow it. Once you find the first, everything will become clear. I wanted to give in to the madness, to become one with him. I fear my consciousness will be jettisoned to the astral sea without his full strength. You will help me.
I will.
She can help me.
Who is she?
You. Is this a who's on first? We do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Back into character. Sorry. Breaking the mood there. There's another. You feel a rumble in the earth. It starts very low. You hear a little bit of clatter. Some of the jars are starting to shake on the shelves. There's a little bit of soot that falls from the ceiling onto the bedspread. Something is coming. It's not my time. After all, She stands, catching herself a little on the side of the bed, weak.
Gonna help her up.
Take me to the cauldron. She puts an arm around
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna help her to the cauldron.
Okay. When you guys exit the room, the shaking becomes a little bit more intense. Genevieve Lindell, with your passive perception, you can tell something's happening, and you can choose to wake yourself if you'd like.
I'll wake up.
Okay, Genevieve wakes up, Lindell stays down. Okay. Genevieve, you notice that Xavier is helping Mother back to the cauldron.
I'm gonna proceed to try to wake up everyone else then.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you're waking everybody else up, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shake them awake.
Alright, meanwhile, Xavier, you take Mother over to the cauldron, and standing there, she braces herself over the edge again. The Taroka deck, bottom shelf. Fetch it.
Okay. He's gonna immediately go grab it.
Throw them up into the air and grab one. Do it
Okay.
now.
He throws him up into the air and reaches
Alright,
for one.
roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
This is so cool. Imagine if you missed all of them.
I got a 5.
A 5.
Catch none of them.
I was gonna say, like, do I add anything to this, or?
It is the shepherd card.
Oh.
I know, prophetic, eh?
Wow.
No, that is your card. Keep it. Draw another.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You drew
Roll again.
wrong.
Roll again.
16?
16. Interesting.
Are
I
we
assume there's,
awake? Did
terrible
Genevieve successfully wake us up?
Yeah, you guys are all rousing right now while this is going on, and
Corpse juice. Oh my god.
You could like mumble next to you like, no, it's not.
aha! You pick up as many of the cards as you can find, since they're scattered all about, throwing them up into the air again and grabbing one. You said 14 or 16?
16.
16.
Dun, 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 dun.
You pull
Oh.
the inverted raven.
Raven.
Hey.
At this moment, the shaking becomes so intense that jars and vials start to fall
Oh,
off
shit.
the shelves, crashing. You guys hear it out in the main room.
We
You
need to
all
get out of
try to
here.
catch your feet.
Scramble up. Scramble up. I want to pull soft keen up. We're gonna get up.
Yeah.
She takes the card from you, Xavier, clutching it in her teeth, and pushes you back. Stand back. She grabs it in her other hand and slowly begins to lean up against the wall behind her, clutching the ledge as more things start to fall off. There's rocks now falling from the ceiling into the space, crumbling
He's
around
gonna-
you.
We need to go.
He's gonna-
I'm gonna call the other room.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Xavier is going to ignore them and try his best to kind of protect Mother to make sure she doesn't get hit or anything
No.
collapses on her.
Okay, very good. Let's see here.
Oh man, that's not a good idea,
Roll
Xavier.
a dexterity saving throw for me, Xavier.
That saving throw. Man, I gotta stop using this die.
And what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna run get
Scrambling
after
to grab
Xavier.
our stuff.
Did
I'm
we
gonna try
finish
to
a
run
long
it.
rest?
No, you did not.
4 hours.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Only Xavier finished his long rest.
No, me
Damn
too.
it.
I had 4 hours.
Oh, you had 4 hours. You're an elf. That's right. Okay, so the two of you.
Man.
I want to run
You,
over
my
and pick
awesome
up
hair and
Lindell.
beautiful complexion, man.
Aw.
I'm gonna drag up Lindell, pick her up off the floor, use all my strength,
Okay, but
get
like,
her up.
don't take anything else valuable. You gotta go.
Drop the ball. Drop the crystal ball.
Okay, so Safkeen, Lindell, you. All of you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh man.
You're the one that started an earthquake.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. All right.
One
How
point
hard
for
was
Sasha.
it for me to get to Xavier and Mother from where I was in the other room?
Yeah, you're kind of like getting around the shelves as things are falling off, peeking around, and you see Xavier kind of stumble back as Mother uh, pushes him basically, and Xavier starts back in towards Mother to try and help her as she backs up against the wall. And in that moment, one moment, I'm trying to find the thing I wrote about 6 months ago.
David,
Well,
Yes.
if we haven't had a long rest, then I haven't used my divine inspiration yet.
Okay.
Can I try to use that now?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Like halfway.
I'm gonna roll on roll 20 because this is a big
Yeah.
thing.
Go ahead.
got it.
No, not even close. Never mind.
Shoot. It just says see Mother
You-
slide.
You just drops Lindell, and then she's gonna grab any paper and incense in the room she can see and stuff it in her pockets for future use.
All right, go ahead and do an investigation roll with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I think. Wait, let me check exhaustion. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks.
check.
An 11.
11. You find some nice parchment and some fine ink. That's about it.
Cool. That's what I need.
We'll say $100 worth of fine ink, or 100 gold, sorry, dollars, and about 50 gold worth of fine parchment.
Is there anything else in this room that is? Can I take like a little pinch? Can I take some of Mother's hair? Is there some on like the pillow or something like that?
Roll an investigation check for me. You
Okay.
can do that, or you can pocket the crystal ball.
But I've already got it. It's on my arm.
It's pretty big and heavy.
Oh,
You're
But-
tiny.
and
And
I
the
need this.
room is collapsing around you.
Can Safkeen look back and see that you is like plundering shit and like Lindell's like, ah?
Yes, yes. You see all of this happening.
He'll just like run over to Lindell and be like, come on, go!
Hey, here, hold this.
What? Safkeen will take
Okay,
the because
She runs to the pillow and tries to get a toe clipping, some hair, something like that. I don't care.
So
Investigation.
what was your roll?
Investigation is 12.
12. I mean, hair is kind of hard to find. I don't know if Mother brushes her hair. It's braided. It kind of comes up empty.
Is there a hairbrush nearby?
No hairbrush.
Can I run up to Mother and yoink a hair?
You can try. Roll a dexterity
Xavier-
saving throw for me, and Xavier,
Xavier would be in the way, wouldn't he? Like,
how
if
did
you
you
see someone
do on
running,
your dexterity saving throw as you are pushed by Lindell trying to get you out of the way?
I did bad. It's 13.
13. You are pushed against the wall by this tiny little creature that pushes past you. How'd you do on yours?
I got an 11.
11. You trip and you fall and face plant onto the ground next to the cauldron, and it is gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you guys are bumping into each other, Mother's gonna say some stuff once I can find it.
Oh no.
There's a reason why I want some of her hair or something. Trust me.
Oh, I know
Is
there
important.
is.
Safkeen's gonna rush over to you, and if there's like any kind of boulders like or rubble or whatever that are like cascading onto her, she'll just like swap them away with her hand. Who's like scrounging around for stuff.
Man, it'd be great if I had a spell for this. Do not.
No, there is no spell for that. Alright.
Man, do I have anything?
Do I have literally any spells left?
I didn't cast a single spell in my dream.
I literally have 3 spells left.
I ran a lot. Use no fool. Run away.
I blasted a lot of things.
That's good.
Well, shoot. I can't find what she was going to say, so I'll just try and make it up as I go. She says, no. My sisters, they have stepped in. Corvus Corax. I knew she would do this. I will be waiting for you. Don't worry about me. Go. Find your destinies. Choose your patrons wisely. I will be in the land of shadows and graves. Find me there when the time is right. And she vanishes. However,
is the earthquake ongoing?
it is intensifying now more than ever as Lindell and Genevieve catch a little glimpse of something. Would you please go to sidebar in Discord?
Double sidebar!
I'm just gonna grab onto Soft Keen and we'll run towards the door together.
Oh, let's go! She's
Let's
just
go.
gonna gently try and push you out
Okay.
of the door.
I wonder if we were kind of in the other room. I wonder if we heard Mother. I bet we didn't. Right? Because she was in the bedroom and we're like in the other room.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, you heard. You're right in front of her. Why didn't you see anything? You were right in front of her.
He was
Savior.
pushing for a wall, to be fair.
Unless it was something
yeah.
that was looking at her.
A new light bulb.
Oh, wait, sorry about that, guys. Okay. For some reason, that was not working.
Oh my god, I love it!
Whoa. What
That's
is
my hallway.
happening?
Anyways, a lot.
There is a lot. Okay, hang on a second. Let me turn off the
Okay,
screen.
sorry. Anyways. All the things plugged in. Lots of chests. Ooh. We're gonna see something. We're gonna see something scary, I think. You guys.
I'm adding a display capture for us because I can't see you guys. There we go. Okay, now you're on the screen. Okay. So, you guys, out of the corner of your eye, as Mother is saying this, you hear her words, and you do see her inexplicably vanish. But as the room is shaking, you could swear you see a part, almost in the veil of reality, a seam that opens up like a cloak, absorbing around Mother's figure, and then warping back into the fabric of reality. When the cloak opens, you see a glimpse of a shadowy landscape, a mist heavy over a dark sky, the outlines of numerous gravestones in the distance, and a flock of ravens taking flight. One single feather escapes the veil, floating down onto the ground where Mother once stood. The intensifying of the earthquake increases. Now everything is falling off the shelves. Even the chairs are starting to knock into each other and fall over onto the ground. You see the pendulum is now wildly swinging from the ceiling in the corner, and rubble is starting to fall. This house is collapsing. Okay, we'll go back to the main chat.
Back.
Even if I could find it.
That would be bad.
Lindell, grab that.
Yeah,
We need to get out of here now. Grab it.
Are we going? Are we going? South Keen and I are already running towards the door. We're holding on to each other and the earthquake running. Go,
What's
go, go,
Xavier
go, go.
doing? Is he still standing?
He's
by the
on.
bed?
He's knocked over.
Is there anything left of? Did she disappear, clothing and all? Like nothing left of her?
Yeah, completely gone.
Huh. He's gonna kind of look around the room for a half a second for maybe something of hers. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Xavier, there's a raven's feather where she was standing. Quick, grab it!
Yeah, right when you round the corner around the cauldron, you
Rosalind
notice
Bell swaying
on the
madly.
tile where she once stood, there is a single raven's feather.
He's gonna snatch it and kind of almost in a daze, kind of stumble his way toward the entrance.
When you grab it, you notice there is a misty smoke that is like a purplish black that kind of dissipates around it and disappears, and then it's just a normal feather. And you add it to your inventory.
There. Yeah.
I want to scramble over to Xavier to try to help him to get out of the room because I
Okay.
notice he's bending down and picking us up and be
All
like,
right.
ushering along.
Are you guys all ready to try and get out of the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I need all of you to roll dexterity saving throw as you move through the room, difficult terrain, to get out towards the entry door. Xavier, the first thing that occurs to you is, oh shit, I need a stool.
You need
Oh,
to
he's
22.
gonna bend down and try to pick up a stool on the way out.
Yeah, so
Oh fuck.
Xavier takes a little bit extra time as Genevieve, you
Aw.
help him out. You move towards the table and chairs that are now overturned. Xavier grabbing one of the stools with him. How did you guys do on your throws?
He's gonna put it on his head.
22.
22, no
14.
problem. 14, okay.
19.
19,
16.
Oh,
16,
and I'm holding on to soft keen, and I got a dirty 20.
dirty 20. Okay, as a group,
Hey,
you guys
we're going.
manage to easily get to the doorway. Xavier kind of stops you and goes through first with the stool overhead. As soon as you open the door, the plant snatches down and grabs it, now chewing on it, as now there are big chunks of rock falling behind you, smashing into the earth. The slippery staircase awaits.
Oh,
What's the
no.
marching order?
I
What's
think
the
soft.
staircase?
I think soft keen and I are in the front. We ran out the
Xavier
door
just
first.
went in front of you. Xavier's
Oh,
Xavier
for
ran
the
in
stool.
front for the stool.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
You
then
went
it's soft keen and
first.
I.
Maybe first.
But he's
then
probably
Soft
gonna
Key.
stop and turn and watch as his childhood home is pummeled and destroyed by rocks.
You notice
Aw.
the rocks are also falling in the staircase.
Huh?
You've still got a ways to go to get to safety.
Yeah, we're going. We're going. Soft keen. We're going fast.
Okay, what's
We have
the
to roll
marching
again?
order?
Yeah.
Oh.
We are running.
Who's going first?
Xavier, no?
No, he turned around. He's pausing. We're running past Xavier.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then you and Safkeen together.
Yeah.
All right, you and Safkeen, dexterity saving throws. Who's next?
Lindell would probably be one of the last ones out.
Okay.
If not the last one.
Yeah, carrying heavy stuff and very curious about what else is in the room.
Our
Yeah,
saving.
Safkeen still got a crystal ball.
Drop the crystal ball.
You don't know. You are heading up the stairway.
Oh, what's it?
So Genevieve, I assume that you're with Xavier. Are you gonna go
Trying to
or
I'm trying to tug
Yeah.
on his arm to get
Okay.
him to go.
Xavier? Are you gonna go with or stay put?
Yeah, he
I need to go.
Okay.
And starts moving in the right direction.
Okay. Dexterity saving throws for the two of you. Safkeen and you, how'd you do?
18.
17.
It's better.
18, 17, no problem. You make it up these stairs, even though they are slick. You kind of brace yourselves at the proper moments, diving out of the stairwell and noticing that Frankie and Cece and Krampus, still patrolling above, are up there. They're on their feet and they're concerned, feeling the ground shake. How'd you guys do?
Does Frankie look concerned or?
Yeah.
Frankie.
Well, Frankie's a construct, but mental link to Xavier, and there's a lot going on in Xavier's mind right now.
That's true.
How'd you guys do?
I got no.
11 and
25.
25 together, no problem. You guys make it up as well. You're on the final stair, getting ready to push out as rocks continue to fall. Lindell.
She got a 22. Is there literally anything else she can grab on the way out? A poster?
Yes.
Anything? I don't
There
know.
are ingredients everywhere, and you manage to grab a cluster of some flowers. You have no idea what they are.
Okay.
And a small vial that has some powdered green stuff in it. You have no idea what it is. But you
Okay,
grab those
and
two
then-
things,
Yeah, and out she goes.
and out
That's
you
it.
go. Okay,
Yep.
roll a dexterity saving throw. as you head up the
Another one?
stairs. As you head up the stairs.
Okay, yeah.
Slick, rocks falling, earth trembling.
Those of
Natural
us.
one, I re-roll it. That's 5 plus 8 is 13.
13. Roll once more for me because you are exhausted, carrying weight, and you're the last one out, so it's the most intense.
Oh yeah, that's better. It's a 14.
Okay. So you do slip a little bit on the way up. A rock falls in front of you. You manage to move out of the way as it tumbles down. You claw your way back up to your feet and get to the final stairs right behind Genevieve and Xavier as the three of you also dive out onto the ground. Smoke and dust begins to come out of the opening, and the ground completely collapses in where the hovel once was, a crater left on the cliff face. The dust settles a little bit. Xavier, you stare at what was once your home.
He's just gonna sit down.
So
Did
Kim will
the
go
rumble-
over to like put an arm around
We're
him.
up here.
I'm sorry, the earthquake has stopped.
The earthquake is still going.
Oh shit.
Are we safe up here though? Like, is it anything falling from like the cavern ceiling onto
Roll a
us?
perception check.
Oh fuck! So much rolling.
Wait.
12.
You is going to raise her hands, and you guys see a purple, shimmery wall of force create a dome
Very
over
nice.
all of us.
All right, go ahead and
Oh.
draw a little shape on there to show the range of your dome.
That's a good
And
question.
Meanwhile, Lindell, you were
21.
21 to. What were you doing?
Perception. Looking. Are the rocks falling on us?
Yes, there
we
are
in
pillars
danger?
above you, stalactites. Tights.
Oh wait, that was
stalactites.
Nope, that would have been better.
There are stalactites above you on this ledge, and yes, it looks like they are starting to dislodge and fall.
Oh fuck.
Radius of 10. Okay, but we're under right now. I cast that, so we've got a little bit of time. It's 20-foot diameter.
20 foot. Okay. You can
So-
draw it if you want, or I could put.
I don't.
You can put
are
an
these?
aura on yourself.
Oh, okay. Put a 20-foot aura on me. Can I do that?
I think you can do that. Maybe. I don't know. You can try it.
Token aura. I can do it. Wait.
Okay, very good. So throw that
Hey.
dome up, and then right as you throws that dome up, one of the stalactites dislodges, hits the top of the dome, crumbling off to the sides.
Can you guys see it? Purple dome
Hold on.
I can't.
on roll
No.
20.
Maybe I have to set it so all can see. Hang on. If I can click on you. Token aura. There. Players. All players see. Okay. Now you should
There
see.
we
I thought that was truck. Looked like truck nuts at first. Okay. That W is very nut-like. You're all safe inside the dome. The shaking continues, and Cece points towards the wall where that secret entrance is.
Okay. Do we run for it, Cece?
Cece points around to all of you, pointing at Xavier.
Oh, he's gonna pull out his lantern of revealing.
Okay, you pull out the lantern, lighting it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, Cece stands at the edge of the force wall, like kind of looking around left, right, and above to see if anything else is about to fall.
And he's gonna shine it at the wall. He almost seems like he's kind of in a haze, just kind of going through the motions.
Okay, yeah, you wander. Are you going to leave the force wall bubble?
Yeah. He's gonna walk out of it and start shining the.
Yep.
Uh,
You move out, rubble
turn it back.
falling around you as you get to the wall, touching the lantern to it. Cece also moves out. Shoot, this is on the same layer. Map layer. There we go. Cece moves out there next to you as well, kind of guarding the opening as the rock wall begins to move apart. The rest of you still inside the force wall?
Well, until that opens, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, you-
go over to Safkeen and open up the bag and be like, "Here, put the crystal ball in here."
The rocks part again, revealing the opening in the wall,
All
the
right.
pitch black entrance beyond it.
I'm
Cece
ready to
does.
run.
Yeah.
Are you guys all gonna run for it?
Yes. Once.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When Cece sees you all leave the forest wall bubble and head towards the entrance, she steps inside first and waves her hand in front of the darkness, which dissipates. It disappears into a long hallway with a staircase that leads up about 10 feet ahead. It is carved out of the rock, and it looks very nice. Nicely carved, like the interior of a castle almost. And as she enters, she reaches the edge of what is like the dim light darkness on the inside, and she kicks a panel in the wall. When she does so, lights illuminate on either side of the pathway leading up the stairs off in the distance to infinity. You cannot see beyond these stairs as you look forward. You all dash inside. She takes assessment of each of you as you go through the entrance, as she stands there. She stops when Frankie gets to the opening.
I'm coming.
She looks at Xavier,
Oh.
holds up her notebook where she had written before, "Are you
Oh,
all
shit.
female?"
Are you all what?
Female.
No.
Frankie's probably no.
Xavier.
Can you?
Xavier's not really
can't
gendered.
work-
Yeah, Xavier's
he's
not
performing
gendered.
emergency surgery on him.
Okay,
He doesn't have a gender, but Frankie probably has pieces of maybe female. I mean,
Yeah.
Who knows?
she waves him on, and you all enter into this corridor. Is anybody staying behind, or are you all going?
No, we're going. We're going.
Everybody goes. Okay, very good. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back to the orb of time for a moment. All right. So all of you step inside of this portal with this staircase that leads up into the darkness. Cece reaches down, grabs the lantern from Xavier, touches it to the wall, and it closes again. And almost instantly, you feel the shaking stop. The earthquake subsides. Cece steps forward, looking up the stairwell and looking back at the 7 of you. She bows, she waves an arm, and then she takes the first step. And when she does, onto that first stair, you all get the weirdest feeling of nausea, tunnel vision, as the stairs begin to move down from this infinity of space, collapsing into a single stair with a doorway. She steps onto it, and she is pulled into the distance as the stairs accordion back up into infinity again. She disappears in the distance.
What?
Magic stair.
What has happened?
It's almost like a reality warp where space had folded in on itself and she stepped to the other side and was pulled into it.
Do you want to send your bird first? We'll see how that goes.
Krampus loves when I use her as a science experiment. I'm going to send Krampus
Yep.
up the stairs.
Krampus begins to fly. As soon as Krampus gets above that upper stair, it again, the nauseating feeling returns as Krampus just flies through, and then it accordions back out again, and all of you are like, oof.
Oh, we're going to be sick. What happens when we look behind us? Is it just black?
It's just a rock wall as the cavern wall is closed behind you. Flickering lights still illuminating the stairwell.
Xavier, have you ever taken the magic stairs before?
Have I? Has he ever seen these before?
No.
Oh.
He just shakes his head. No.
You had no idea this was here this whole time.
I'll go.
Well, I mean-
I'm the smallest, so I'm less likely to break it.
To break. I think we should all stick together. Should we all just step on it together?
That sounds. I mean, the Mule Woman hasn't led us wrong so far, has she?
Oh yeah, no, Cece we can trust. I think. Yeah, I mean, so far.
I'll reach out to grab people's hands in one of those
Yay.
friendship moments to jump.
All right, yeah. Come on.
All right, so all of you go together.
Yes,
Is
please.
this can I just illustrate this? Like, if anyone remembers classic Mary Poppins, I feel like we're about to jump into a picture. So please picture.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
so
I'm gonna grab Frankie's hand and
Oh yeah, Frankie.
hope this doesn't end badly for him.
yeah, you kind of have to lead behind you since Frankie's so big, looming over the rest of you as you kind of push into this tunnel, all taking your different feet of different sizes, wearing different clothing, stepping onto that first step as you all feel that sensation again, the stairs collapsing towards you. You all feel it gurgling in your tummy as you step onto the final stair
Mm-hmm.
into a doorway. You see there's a hallway. Krampus is flying circles above
Call her to
Cece
me.
as Cece leans against the wall looking back at you and waves a hand. You all step through, and again you feel that accordion pulling your existence apart. All of you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick on soft keen.
Oh no.
Are we for saving throws? Is it a disadvantage because we're exhausted? I
If you're
haven't been.
exhausted,
Ability checks.
yeah,
It's only checks. Okay.
It's ability checks, not saving throws.
Okay.
That happens at exhaustion level 3.
Yes.
Oh no! I'm going to sleep.
17 here.
17, 14,
14.
14,
I
1,
got it.
What?
Nat one.
Oh no! Did you let go of Frankie? Did you need
And
to roll
Liddell?
for Frankie?
I got a natural 20 for a 24. So
24.
I think I'm just too excited. I think it's just too much fun.
Okay, so
Not
Xavier,
affected by a lot of stuff.
Xavier, you do not have to roll for Frankie.
Oh,
And
okay.
you remember as you step through, oh wait, I'm a construct, I don't even breathe or eat. And you just step across normally. As does Lindell with a little skip in her step. Feeling right as rain. Safkeen and you double over, you put your head between your knees, and you begin to breathe a little bit. Genevieve, you're okay, a little bit off balance as you lean against the wall, but you're all fine. None of you threw up. Not yet, anyway. And I will show you where you are. So
Ooh.
you're in a narrow corridor that leads towards a doorway. Inside the doorway, you see there's a larger space that's illuminated by this kind of misty pink purple light. Cece looks behind her and looks at all of you. Finally, I can fucking speak!
What?
She yells and bolts down the hallway into the larger room, looking around. Who the fuck else is in here?
Wait, was Mother keeping her from speaking? Was she a prisoner of your mother?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take you guys
Cece?
to.
I'm gonna run after. Well, I'm sick. I guess I can't run after Cece.
No.
Cece!
Where is my map?
Crawling on the floor.
Ah, here it is. Okay.
Cece, come back.
I don't have your characters in here yet, so it's gonna take a second for me to.
I gotta run down and use the bathroom, but it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
take a little break while I set this up for you guys. Get some coffee, pee if you need, and we'll pick up in a couple minutes once I get this all set up.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Want to go on an adventure with us? Yeah. Okay. We gotta go check out that house again.
David, can I ask you a favor?
What?
Did you hear me?
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, so can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Could you send me that little speech that Mother said to me at the end of my dream?
I can. Yeah, I can do that.
I can't remember all of the information, just the important parts, but I feel like, yeah, because it was quite a lot. I didn't write it all down.
Yeah, no problem.
Any of it down.
Okay, so CC is now in here.
It's just loads of people living in transport.
Okay. Can you see the screen okay? Your guys are down at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, you should all be able to see where you are in this kind of corridor that leads towards a portal. Cece has run through the doorway at the end here.
Oh,
I'll just put her right there so you know where she ran through.
Why did she get to float? I want to float.
Well, she's up in the air, like about to stab down on people.
That's true.
It was just a pre-made thing that I colored. Okay, I'm going to take a little break and pee, and then I'll be right back.
Oh.
And then you asked about, I'm sorry, what was it you wanted to do? You needed, you needed me to send you the dialogue?
Oh yeah, what Mother said to me at the end of my dream sequence.
Okay. When she had the white eyes?
Yeah.
Or just that part?
Yeah,
Okay.
like when she was looking down at me when I was in the cauldron.
Okay.
That looked like in my head.
Copy that. Let me see if I can send it to you in Messenger real quick. And then I'll go take my break. And you can let me know if that's not enough, if you need more.
Okay.
Jenny!
I don't have my phone right now.
Okay, it's in Messenger. I just sent it to you.
Okay. Is Kit wearing a kilt?
I am wearing a kilt.
So comfy.
I love kilts.
Kilts look so comfy. And I like that it comes with like pockets. I love things that have pockets.
And like the belt loops are huge. You can put lots of pouches on it.
Oh, so useful. Like a utility belt kilt.
It is.
Mm.
For skating, but everything else, these things are. They're not good for like, but they're good for like everything spiky. Like put that. Yeah. Like that. You go back. Yep. And you got all your shirts folded in? How much more did I have on out? You need to always come down the car fold. Alright. Or else you're gonna have a big it's like a short. You have a sheet of that close, but as long as it's folded, yeah. What is up there? Have you guys driven up there? No. Well, I have, yes. I know it is up there.
You can say that. Ah.
Cookies!
Are those vegan cookies?
No, Chips Ahoy is just... Although, I wouldn't be surprised if they were vegan just because it's cheaper not to use. These are like really cheap processed cookies.
Yeah.
But
That's gonna be like, are they gonna hurt your tummy?
I don't think there's anything in here. Whenever milk is cooked into like a cookie, it doesn't affect me. I think it's too broken down.
Okay.
Hey, I can see me on David's camera. Hi.
Yeah. Blue screen.
That's right.
Double screen.
Who say this?
Oh, Nila wafers. I say that like I know what those taste like. I don't know what those taste like, but
Like vanilla.
Yeah.
really? Are they just like
Vanilla?
vanilla biscuits?
Yeah.
Or they actually wafers?
They have like a really specific texture.
They're
I was
kinda
trying to think
like
if
a
they're...
butter cookie.
Yeah.
know
I was
what
trying to think of
texture is
something we'd eat in Japan with that texture.
My mom always used them for trifle to line in, and then they would just absorb all the goop, right?
So are they like cakey?
They're super dry.
Huh.
They're dry and
Like a
crumbly.
rusk?
Yeah, but a rusk is more of like a piece of bread. David, what's the like? Is there anything in Japan that we've all eaten that has like a vanilla wafer
I think of a
texture?
wafer. Like I think of like a sort of.
Your mic's not on.
The taste is the closest to those little candies I used to buy that are in a little foil pack inside a yellow box, and they're like pirouettes. So it's like a cookie tube with cream filling in it,
Ah,
and there's a
yeah, yeah,
vanilla
yeah.
version of that.
Codon.
Cream colon, I know.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Terrible name for a product, but cream colon,
yeah.
the overall flavor of eating one of those is the closest to
Okay.
vanilla wafer. However,
They
vanilla
were filled
wafers have
with
no
colon.
cream, it's just the cookie part.
Just
but
the
it has
colon.
but it has vanilla flavoring, so it's a vanilla
But is it
cookie.
like a biscuit?
It's a
It's a
cookie.
biscuit.
Okay.
It's a biscuit. It's not a wafer. It's a biscuit.
So why is it called a wafer if it's not a wafer?
It's called a wafer because it's
Vanilla
a thin
biscuit.
one, but it's not. It's not. It doesn't fall in the wafer category for what you're
Oh,
thinking.
Right.
okay.
Okay.
So it's like a
That's thin.
biscuit.
No, biscuit.
It's crumbly. Yeah.
It's
Yes, it's
yeah.
crumbly. Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
half of an
It's
Oreo,
a
or
biscuit.
not half of an Oreo, a third of an Oreo.
Hmm.
Oreos are vegan, aren't they?
It's
I
actually
would
like
consider that.
it's like
Aren't
a
we
really
boycotting Oreos?
well, yeah, I
Oreo's
think
bad.
well, it's their
Why are we
parent
boycotting
company. It's bad.
Nabisco.
We were boycotting
Like,
Frito
well, I mean,
Lay.
Nestle's bad.
There is no good consumption under capitalism anyway. They're all evil.
No. It's true.
All of our food producers, although because of Brexit, you guys are probably going through the same thing. Like all of our food producers right now are super understaffed, and so they were doing all this mandatory overtime at Nabisco and Frito Lay,
Mm.
and people were working like 16-hour shifts and stuff. So they just went on
Oh,
strike
good.
like last month.
And
Yeah,
even
so-
my favorite
Yeah.
beverage, Dr. Pepper, is based in Texas as a tax haven.
I hate Texas so much when I'm gonna fall into the ocean. We should just return them to Mexico.
Right?
I'm so mad.
Hey, just let them
Imagine
have
just
their
like
independence
cartels
again.
rolling.
Want to kick them out.
Pretty soon, instead of countries and presidents, it's going to just be companies and CEOs.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's sad, but that's what will happen,
Did
like
you-
George Carlin said.
I feel like I'm in such a little oasis though, because Misuzu in Japan, she'll message me and be like, "You need to get out of America. You need to go back to Japan." I'm like, "But my state is fine. Like
Yeah.
Illinois is a fun place to live."
Yeah.
I just thought we have the lowest suicide rates in America.
Nice.
People like to live here. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're holding on in the
I miss
middle.
Southern Illinois. I'm not gonna
See?
lie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
live in Illinois, you won't want to die.
You don't want to
Yeah.
die here. So
Need slogan.
Mary
Check.
agrees. 9 out of 10
This is
Marys
that on
agree.
the license plate.
I kind of don't want my parents to move here, so I have a vacation home.
right? Like I think about global collapse and like, oh, we've got to maybe escape somewhere or something. But I'm like, but Illinois is the place to escape to.
If
It's nice.
It is a climate
Literally,
haven.
that's our plan. Like, if shit goes down,
We've
just
talked
have
about
to Southern
this.
Come back.
Yeah.
Just
we go
come,
to Giant City. We know
Yeah.
every
Get to
vaccine.
Illinois.
come do our victory garden, and you can live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ellen-
whenever stuff happens in Texas or oh, sorry, Mary.
Oh no, I was just saying, Illinois has its fucked up moments. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's issues. We got corruption everywhere.
Oh,
But
and
the funny thing is the corruption actually helps the people.
I
No mafia
know.
there.
yeah, it does.
I
Weirdly.
know. I was thinking about that because we're like the number 1 union state, and our unions are
Oh, yeah.
corrupt, right? But it's the only reason we have good jobs.
Yeah, that's
The unions
Not
are
just
holding
the
shit down.
unions. Perfect, dude.
there's no unions here.
There's
like
none.
Arkansas,
They're
like,
anti-union.
They're
here.
anti-union.
I'm like, this is why you're cool.
hardcore. Yeah.
Gross.
You're even workers union, anything like that.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm so sorry, you're screwing yourself over for no money.
Right. Gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
aside from victory garden farmers, in the apocalypse, everybody needs a doctor, and you know what? There's not
Yes.
going to be any certifications. So Thomas, you would just be the local doctor. You would be an MD by default, and you just have to heal like bug bites and stuff.
Oh, I can do that.
We'll all move to Saskatoon.
Yay!
Although because I always thought that my climate haven would be to get to Canada, right?
Illinois.
But
We need to go to Illinois, not Saskatoon.
I was
Okay,
they say, like, on the
Illinois,
maps,
we'll all move to Illinois.
well, on the maps,
all
it
live
looks
in
like
Canada and
Saskatoon's
live in
gonna freeze. Like
Yeah,
the,
it's gonna be the new Ice Age.
the new ice age, right? Like they're saying that's gonna be the new center of the vortex. The Arctic vortex is like gonna be
Get
in
out
Canada.
It's
Magnetic
bad.
North.
I don't pay attention to the
I'm
weather network.
well, I got really excited because I saw that, and I'm like, ooh, Illinois is gonna get colder because I love the cold.
Oh my gosh,
I was
Brian!
like, this is perfect.
Brian, was that your gay agenda all along?
What?
To
Oh, he
move
left.
Magnetic North to Saskatoon.
Ben's like, what?
Dun, 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 dun.
We've done it. We've cracked the code. All right, QAnoners.
There is a new like Arctic freeze map, and it looks like the center of Canada is gonna be frozen.
Right, and it's supposed to be like really cold here, but
Yeah, I'm
not
excited.
so cold that you can't grow things.
We're gonna be the new Saskatoon.
But we.
Basically.
But what about the poor armadillos? Because now we have armadillos
I
in
know they're
Illinois.
gonna freeze.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're fleeing the encroaching desert of Nevada,
Yeah,
and they're all
it's like-
fleeing here.
They're fleeing Texas, but then it's gonna get colder in Illinois. So
They're gonna be
poor armadillo.
trapped in Oklahoma, I guess.
Oh,
Oh
my
gosh,
God.
that is the
We're
worst
so
place to be.
we're so
Oklahoma.
screwed. Oh well.
Unless you're Amish, maybe? So all of you guys are in a hallway.
Well, wait for Brian. Oh, we are in a hallway. Wait, how far away did Cece? Is she out of sight?
You guys, I put Cece down here just to show you.
Oh shoot!
This
I
is
don't
the doorway that she dashed through.
Oh, okay.
She's in a much larger space. You can see like there's a colonnade and there's a platform, and she's just like up on the platform looking up to the left and right. Who the fuck else is in here?
running around. That's not how I imagine Cece to talk at all.
She's always been on the edge. I love it. Shoot. I didn't get to sleep, so I didn't get to change my spells. I got nothing.
I start to observe the walls, just looking for any details, markings, anything.
Yeah, what's the architecture in
Yeah,
here?
what does it look like?
All of you roll a history check. Are any of you dwarves? Tough luck.
Oh no!
Natural 20! Natural 20!
Okay, yeah.
I did great on history too. I got 20 as well, but dirty.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Oh, wait. Skill check is I have to do
Skill check. Disadvantage.
Okay, no natural 20. Never mind.
I got a 7.
I got 11!
It's a hallway!
22.
22. Okay. So Xavier and you, the construction looks old. It looks very nice, but very old.
Look how
Can we
old
help?
this hallway is.
It reminds you of some of the places along the harbor that are a little bit older, but haven't really been renovated, so to speak, in all of the turnovers of businesses and whatnot, because they were so nicely made. There were a couple in Silver District that were carved just faces into the wall out of the rock itself. And it seems like whatever mineral was here made a very nice polished stone versus some of the hard caverns that you've seen out of the more like clay substance rock.
Obsidian? What color is it?
It is dark black.
Ooh, an obsidian hall. Onyx hallway?
You take out your
Blade?
your spiritual
Mm, yeah.
focus, spell focus, and you hold it
Yes.
up to the wall. Very similar.
Oh, you
Wow.
can get yourself a new.
I know. All right.
So yeah, you think it's probably obsidian, volcanic rock. A large deposit of it from the looks of things.
Should we follow her?
Yeah. Let's get up.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow.
All right, you can go ahead and breach that wall where CC is. Just pull your characters on the other side if it will let you. If it will not, I will move you.
I can go through.
Any beds?
Whoa!
Went through.
Yeah,
think like that.
how often do you get exhaustion points? Is it every 12 hours?
It's
Every
kind
how?
of DM's discretion, depending on the length of time since
Wait,
you've
wait,
been.
wait. Whoever didn't eat all of their bento, if you eat it now, then you have a
Oh.
50 chance of regaining exhaustion.
Did I eat my
Bingo.
bento?
I think most of you ate your bentos, yeah.
Oh,
Did
what?
we? Yeah, I don't have it in my inventory.
I don't have it
Look
either.
at what's in the room, though.
Okay, what's in the room? What's in the room? Oh no, I ran right in there.
Me too.
Well,
Oh.
Cece's in here, so.
I think they're statues.
You see a grand hall
Whoa.
colonnaded on all around. There's an upper platform with stairs leading up. There are these arched
What? Look at
doorways.
Ugh.
4 of them on bottom. Or
These
sorry,
things.
no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 of them on bottom and 4 up top. Doorways also made out of this obsidian rock. Stairwells to the left and right. And these doorways seem to lead to more hallways. There's kind of a colonnade around the bottom landing and up at the top as well. The ceiling maybe about, 60 feet high? Something like that. And these statues, smaller ones, 2 of them on your left and right against the walls, and 3 larger ones up top. You immediately recognize the one in the middle.
Hell yeah, I do. Black stag. Okay.
There is also a
Shit.
large onyx obelisk in the center of the room with small symbols carved on every surface of it. 2 what look like wells or water pools at, maybe waist height on left and right. And then a chamber made of glass and metal on the opposite side on this highest platform.
Wait, who are these guys? Do I recognize these guys? Who are these assholes?
Roll a religion check for me. This is a skill check, by the way.
So it's with disadvantage?
Yep.
I would love to sleep.
Well, she's
Okay. Sorry, go on. I'm counting.
Meanwhile,
while
Genevieve.
she's doing that. Can I pull out one of my cards to try to see if it looks like what's on it?
Okay,
Those
the
statues.
yeah.
The Marion.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it if you didn't reveal.
I've said- Okay, it's I'm holding it out in front of me so people will see it. I'm actually.
One of
But I
them.
only pulled out one card.
The construction is different on one of them. It doesn't seem to match this at all. Very
Okay.
different. The one that you mentioned first, it's no, it doesn't really ring a bell with any of these.
No way again. Thanks.
With
Can Safin
disadvantage.
wander over where the symbols are and see if she can recognize what.
Safkeen's gonna look at the other statues too.
She wants to look at the symbols.
Obelisk.
Oh, obelisk and symbols. Okay.
Checking stuff out. Can I go up to Cece?
Yes, you may. Roll a history check for me, Safkeen. And this is a skill check. How'd you do, you?
12.
12.
Recognize.
You think that the one in the upper left is probably what's been trying to contact you.
This one.
Yeah. And then the one on the upper right. Seems familiar, but you can't place it. The 2 on bottom, you have no idea what they are.
Wait. The one who's been trying. You mean the one who's been trying to talk to me in my head? That one?
Well,
That's who I think it is?
one of the ones that in Mother's sequence with you.
Ah.
I'm not saying too much because I don't know what you've revealed to the rest of the group.
Right. Which in the first part or the second part?
A little bit in both, but mostly the first part, or second part.
Can I
With
try
the
something
scarecrow?
after Xavier
Yeah.
does his chat?
Sorry,
sorry.
Genevieve.
Can I try something after Xavier has his chat with Cece? Because I know.
Yes. Okay.
Uh,
Before that, Lindell, were you doing anything?
Yeah, I wanted to see because the artifact looks like a glass cage with a
Yep.
top,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like there's a glass cage with a top in this room.
I mean, it's prophetic. It seems prophetic to you. Seeing the symbolism on the card, seeing this thing, it makes you wonder. Xavier,
Is there anything in it?
we'll get back to you. Xavier,
Xavier just wants to walk up to Cece and say, Cece, you seem to have found your voice. That's unusual. Where are we?
fuck, little guy, I never lost it. I always had my voice. I just can't talk anywhere but here.
Why is that?
Where's
Well,
here?
it's kind of my fault, kind of Beta's fault, mostly my fault. Stupid rule, but, keeps us safe. Who the fuck else is in here? She says again.
Did you say?
Where are we, Cece?
The inner sanctum. Welcome to the witnesses. Right about then, you hear another woman's voice from up on the balcony, running through the tunnel. Fuck you, Cece! I fucking hate this! And she yells back up, "Let it out, girl! Let it out!"
Wait, who should we hold spells? Are we about to get attacked?
No, that's Delta. Don't worry about her. She's just kind of pissy because she doesn't get to talk either. But that's all of us. Join the club.
Wait, you made this rule?
Yeah, kinda. Now it's binding and blah blah blah. It sucks.
Cece, how old are you?
I don't know.
I was afraid of that answer. Okay.
Probably older than you guys. Well, I don't know about Genevieve, but yeah, probably older than. Well, no, probably not older than Xavier. I don't know.
Cece.
Yeah.
I want to try to pull her arm. I want to point up at this guy
She
right
looks
here.
up. Delta, don't freak out. These are my friends. Don't attack them or kill them or anything. Just go chill out, okay?
Thank you, Delta. Cece, who's this? Cece.
Who's what?
The giant
The staff.
snake creature.
That's
This
the
guy right
adder. I know. Beta worshipped the
The
adder.
adder?
Kind of gross. Kind of stupid. Ugly. But
Wait,
whatever.
And who do you call this? Common isn't my first language. I'm just trying to.
Oh, now this. You come along. She puts a hand around your shoulder, and the two of you walk over and looking up at the statue of this dark woman, black hair, holding a twisted staff, raven's feathers on her cloak. She looks up, almost stars in her eyes, and says, "That's my mom."
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's fine.
You don't like the Raven Queen?
I love
Wait.
her.
Is this my cousin?
Oh, see, Xavier. Okay, let me set the record straight, okay? Everybody, come around, sit around. We're gonna have story time, okay?
Yes.
What?
I don't need my notebook for this. Okay, everybody.
Lindell's gonna lie down with her notepad.
We're about to fall asleep.
I know you're all really sleepy. You're about to pass out, but just listen, okay? My name is not Cece. Cece is a code name. All right, so up there.
Oh no! Are you Corvus?
Hey, bingo! So you see the one up there in the middle, the stag? Yeah, that's Ordog. So
Yeah.
Mother was Alpha. Alpha worshipped Ordog. Ordog's her patron. She's up there. Yay! Over here, this is the Adder. The Adder was Beta's spooky patron. Don't know much about him. He's kind of ugly and gross and creepy, and I didn't really get into that, but Beta's gone now. Don't worry about that. This hottie over here is my mom. That is the Raven Queen. She rules over Shadowfell, and I am her daughter. But she kind of kicked me out, and I'm trying to get back in her good graces, and a long story. But anyway, And then these two over here, well, we have some new members. Delta. She's a little kooky. Good at
Is that one of
poisoning.
these?
Very good at poisoning. That one over there, that hag, that's her patron. And then over here, we just got another member recently, and I don't know how I feel about her yet. I haven't given her a name, so we just call her the recruit. She worships that thing.
What is it?
I think
Yeah,
it's called Demigorgon.
Uh,
But you know what? She's really good at stabbing people, so I kind of kept her around, and she's good at completing missions, and she doesn't talk, and, so why not? I haven't put her on the council yet, though. That's... I'm going to wait on that one.
Stacey, what is the point of the witches?
What?
What do you do? What?
We deal in information, and we kill lots of men, and we
Why?
maintain the balance for Calypso.
So you're like her assassins.
Not her assassins. It's our own group. Mother started it. She doesn't like men, and, well, understandably. And,
Why understandably?
lots of people being abused. And,
Xavier's like, what?
what, Xavier?
Why understandably?
Save questions for after the presentation.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Good.
walk.
Good construct. Okay, so the rest of you, what were we talking about?
The
You were
witches.
about to tell us your real name.
Oh yes, CC. Code name Alpha A Beta B C. Well, CC. Okay. Corvus Corax, Raven. It's the old common for. Never mind. Yes.
Oh, sorry, so Cece, you're the daughter of this goddess, but what is the connection the others have with these
I
different deities?
Think I'm her daughter. I'll elaborate later. But anyway, the other ones. Well,
Are they patrons?
yeah. Give them powers and stuff. Worship them. Give them stuff. Sometimes they speak to them. Well, I don't know about the Demigorgon thing, but I hope it doesn't speak. That'd be creepy.
Why
Is
do
the
you
pres-
think you're the Raven Queen's daughter?
Well, have you ever heard of a Shatterkai?
No.
Have we?
Lindell, here, hold this. And she hands you a little emblem.
Eh.
Oh. Okay. What is it? What does it look like?
Think about it for a little bit. Focus on it, okay?
No.
You feel your mind kind of penetrate the inner surface of it. And inside, it's like different personalities? Disguises, maybe? You see, there's 3 options. Almost like 3 pathways that you can choose. You notice that one of the pathways is closed off. You can't get to it. The other 2 are open. And you can send your mind down one of these pathways to figure out what's beyond it if you'd like.
Am I like still aware of what's going on around me, or am I like in the emblem now?
A little bit half and half.
This is so. Am I dreaming? Well, I'm just gonna pretend I'm dreaming. Here we go.
Okay, so Lindell, that third one, that's me. Don't worry about that. The other 2, try one of those.
Oh. Okay.
First one or second one?
Path number 1.
Okay, so you go down path number 1, your mind enters it. As it does, the rest of you see Cece starts to transform. As does Lindell start to transform before your eyes, almost like an illusory mask over them. Lindell, I have to find some notes from forever ago.
You just like steps back and it's just like, I'm always wrong. This is hell.
Xavier, can you do me a favor? The picture of
pretty
the
pushy.
woman that you saw
No?
coming and talking to Mother, many, many times the memory that you had. I sent you a picture, an illustration of that woman. Will you send that to the rest of the group? You see Cece transform into this woman. As Lindell, Lindell.
Did you send it to me in Messenger?
Maybe in Discord.
Wow, that's been a while ago.
It has been a while ago.
He's gonna lean into you. Have you ever heard of a god having a child?
No. And she seems a little mad, maybe?
There are avatars, right? I mean, God will choose someone to embody parts of them.
But
Lindell,
why?
as you focus, you are now wearing the costume of an investigator. Like Sherlock Holmes, you have transformed. You look a little like Charles, but about 2 feet shorter. And you're wearing a detective's hat and cloak. You have a magnifying glass in your hand, and suddenly you notice everything in the room. You have advantage on investigation checks.
What?
And advantage on deception checks to deceive people on your appearance.
What is this thing she handed Lindell? A scatter or something?
This is so cool!
It was a small emblem, similar to the one you guys got from Leomander.
What happened to the emblem? Where did it go?
Or not Leomander, the temple of Seon. You still have
Ah.
it. It's still in your hand.
Okay. One hand emblem, other hand magnifying glass. I'm gonna go look at you like through the magnifying glass, like
Big eye, big Lindell eye.
Yeah.
Wait, so Cece, is this your real form that you're in right now?
Hey.
I mean, that's not really an answer, but I feel like I get it.
Yes.
So that's fine, thanks.
This is what I really look like. Yep.
Sorry, David, I can't find.
Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. I might have...
I know I looked through my Spiralia thing.
See, Cece, where? I know we're in the inner sanctum, but physically, in existence, where are we right now?
In the center of Liberty.
Underground?
Underground?
Yep, mineral deposit in the center of Liberty, made of obsidian. Kind of keeps out the scrying, and it helps with some other things. But yeah, this was built a long time ago by Alpha, and I think she had some Triton friends? I don't know.
Eh?
If that's your true form, is this my true form?
Sorry. Lindell is just...
I don't...
What Trident friends? What?
Well,
What Trident friends?
when you just went in it kind of zapped mine, so number 3 should be open if you want to go in number 3. You just like kind of stare at it, back your mind out, do the same thing.
What Trident friends?
What? Yeah, I guess Mother had some Triton friends. I don't know. That's just a story I heard. I was only with Mother for a little while, and she went kind of cuckoo, and I tried to get more out of her, but you know how she is, speaking in riddles and such.
You
Xavier kind of walked ahead at that.
What? Sorry. Lindell? What did you say?
I said, you here, hold my magnifying glass.
Is this real or is this an illusion?
Yeah,
We can find out.
you've got a magnifying glass. Okay, you focus on it again, pulling yourself out of the tunnel. The magnifying glass disappears.
Oh.
2 or 3?
3.
Okay, so you go into 3. When you go into 3, immediately you take on the visage of what you all know to be as Cece. You look identical. You have this no voice. Your voice is gone.
Oh.
But you look like Cece, but you're about a foot shorter. It's very odd.
I found it. Hang on.
All of you that looked up and saw Delta also looked like Cece.
Oh. But wait, Cece, this doesn't answer the question. Why would this emblem make you think that you're the daughter?
Oh,
of
it doesn't. That's a disguise. No, the real me. Hi. See my skin tone and tattoos and stuff. Shatterkai.
Is she gray?
What is a Shadowkai?
Yeah.
Shadowfell people. They say we're evil, but I'm kind
Oh.
of not. I don't think I'm evil.
Shadow. So she's
Shadowfell?
like a dark elf. Is that what Shadowfell is?
Kind of like a dark elf,
From the
but different
shadow.
plane of existence.
Okay.
Shadow.
Oh,
Maybe like anciently related. I don't know.
and the Raven Queen is a Shadowkai too?
I'm not sure. I've never met my mom.
Then how do you know she's your mother?
Because I'm a Shatterkai. How else would I be here in the material plane? With all of these powers.
You have powers.
Yeah, tons. Here, watch this. She snaps her fingers and poofs out of existence. Black smoke.
Oh.
She reappears on top of the obelisk. Hey!
Hey.
That was fantastic. I'm so impressed. Wow. What is this beautiful black stone that you're standing on?
It's obsidian.
No, but
Yeah.
does it have a purpose? I mean, it's clearly formed for a reason.
She does a backflip off of the obelisk, landing on her feet, 3-point landing, and stands back up. Well, this is the information wall.
Information about what?
Oh my gosh.
It's the witness's prime directive. We collect information. We sell it, and sometimes we kill for it. We are
What?
very powerful, and people fear us.
What does a god need with money?
What? Gods don't need money.
Good question.
Why
Then why are
why
you
do people-
Because
collecting it?
we're
See you.
on the material plane. You guys like material stuff like money and blah blah blah.
Why do people pretend to not see you
Well,
when you do
I'm
this?
not me, but my organization is on the council.
That doesn't explain anything.
It
It
means
does
we're
explain why I would first
powerful enough to keep people quiet.
How do you feel, though? I'm just curious about our current leadership out of the Central Islands.
Why would you want to keep people quiet?
Wait,
Loose lips.
too many
sip shots.
questions. Okay, let's start with one question. First, Safkeen,
Hmm.
you wanted to know about the word wall?
I mean, I was looking at it. I rolled a 15 on my history check, by the way. I
15.
forgot.
Okay, 15 on your history check. It is written in a very ancient language that you do not know.
Okay.
It
This is
is
what
not in your
Cece
list of
looks like?
languages.
That's what the Raven Queen looks like, I think.
This
Oh,
is
really?
Oh,
this is the woman.
did you find
I've
it?
seen coming to- yeah, I found it. This is the woman that I've seen coming to
This-
visit Mother.
This is what CC
Oh,
looks like
cool.
now.
Oh shoot.
She's so cool.
Very cool.
Okay, so Cece looks like a raven.
I
You-
mean, I kind of dress like this because, Anyway,
So what is this all? This is all the information you gather?
pretty much. That's how we share information, too. I mean, there's me, and there's Delta, and there's the creepy Gorgon girl that we haven't named yet. It's just us 3 for now, but yeah, we can't always meet in person, so everything goes here, and all of Alpha and Beta's knowledge is in here too, and we use it and store it.
Are you done with your presentation? May I ask questions now?
Yes, you may, Xavier. Please.
One, why does Mother hate men? How do I talk to the Raven Queen
Okay, wait. One quick. Okay. Why does Mother hate men?
Yes.
Mother doesn't hate men. Alpha hated men.
Oh.
A little different. I mean, she kind of had a brain switch, you know?
No.
Don't know.
And why? Well, that's another story I haven't really sussed out. Something bad from her past, I assume? I don't know.
Mother told me I must speak with the Raven Queen, with Corvus Korvac.
Awesome! I
And
want to speak to her too.
how do we accomplish it?
I don't know! I've been
That's-
trying all my life.
Oh, I think I talked to her. Like
You
like
did
4
what?
hours ago. she's just like, you just been like moving further away this whole time across the corridor.
My question is,
Nothing.
Cece,
Hold
the
on.
adder...
Hold on.
Oh.
My mom talked to you?
Is your mom like sometimes just a literal raven that talks? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's very complex, Cece.
That sounds like something that she would do, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. Whoa. What's this door?
That goes... I'll have to check. That goes to Scale Square.
Cece, Alpha is an A.
Mhm.
Is Alpha Atraxa?
Atraxa. That's an old name.
Very old.
Hang on a second. She runs over to the little booth and steps inside. The glass parts. She steps inside. It closes again. She looks up, and her eyes, like REM sleep, rapidly move. And then she drops again. The door opens. She steps out. I don't have anything on Atraxa Elixia. But now my interest is piqued.
I never said Elixia.
Atraxa.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
DM mistake.
How do you get recruits to this place?
Orphanages, urchins on the street. Oh yeah, Lindell, try one of those other doors. Yeah, that kind of thing. We recruit them from like pickpocket organizations and stuff. Raise them ourselves. Yeah.
Are you recruiting her right now? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I don't know.
Is Lindell getting... No, go... We can go smack the emblem out of Lindell's hand.
Yeah, you smack it out of her hands. Tink, tink, tink. Hey!
We're not
just
signing any
playing.
contracts. No binding agreements.
She's just playing, okay? It was
No
so I could drop
binding.
mine so you could see what I looked like, and now she's having fun. Let her have fun.
Oh my... No binding agreements.
David, Xavier's gonna walk over to the booth that ZC just came out of, and he's gonna walk in and shut the door and see what happens.
Okay, you walk over to the door.
Yes.
The door's shut.
He's gonna look up.
The door is shut. You're outside it.
Oh. Can't get
Oh,
in.
I can't open it.
You can't find a door.
Hey, Lindell, if you turn into Cece, look alike, can you go in there?
So, Lindell, you can talk again.
I was able to focus enough on the other one.
You broke concentration when it was smacked out of your hand, and you are now Lindell again.
Oh. I think that's really cool. It's like when I do my disguise kind of thing, but it's like there's more to it.
Wanna be a witness?
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Nope.
What's the pay like?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Lindell, you love talking so much.
Pay?
Sure.
So much.
What is it?
Lindell,
Why do you
I
need
was told,
pay?
I was
Lindell
told
is holding
in
money.
my dream walk by various powers that there are some who are my friends who might be steered astray, and I may need to steer them back on the path.
What are you trying to say?
She doesn't
This
want to be a
is
witness.
a dangerous line of reasoning. I appreciate your help in the past, Cece, but
I
You
am
have
really good at
only
stabbing
had my
people.
help in the past. Thank you
You're
very
not good at
much.
stabbing people, Lindell. You're good at healing people. It's the opposite.
What's this?
Oh, those are contracts.
Okay.
Killing people.
I know, our filing system kind of sucks.
I want to try what number 2 looks like.
Okay. You zoom your consciousness back into the sigil. Are you doing anything?
CC.
Nope.
Don't hurt them up.
Can
Don't
we?
hurt them.
Can we? We're very tired. Can we go home?
And you can sleep here if you want. We've got beds. You can crash here.
I don't. That didn't answer my full question.
Can you go home? Yes, you can go home. But it's kind of rude. I was like happy to have you guys come see my place, and I've been following you for a long time.
Yeah. Why have you been following us for a long time?
Blame Mother and one of her crazy tarot cards.
Which tarot card?
Well, it was
Wait.
Taroka. It was Taroka for me.
What
What?
tarot card?
Well, she read mine too, and she said that I would find a pair of people that I was supposed to follow, and one of them would be a Triton. And the other one would really like dead people.
You know, that's really accurate. I'm just putting
Very
that's
accurate.
And it was
accurate.
really easy to find, because I was like, dead people necromancy, okay, well, you know, Auberg's kind of creepy. And then I was like, well, there's this, like, monk girl that just came to port, and she's a Triton. I'm gonna chill out here. And then you both showed up, and then the rest is history.
Creepy.
It was meant to be. She's guiding me.
Cece, do you know who the moon is?
The moon. The Moonweaver?
Possibly.
Okay. Maybe it's the Moonweaver.
Do you know what the Moonweaver is?
A god?
Is it a fae?
Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Hang on a second. She goes back over to the portal, pushing you aside. The door opens and she steps in and it shuts. she does the thing again and hops out. Oh yeah. Yep. Moonweaver,
What
Feywild.
What do you know about the Moonweaver?
I don't. A lot. What do you want to know? There's like thousands of people's memories in here.
It's a bit creepy.
Oh,
Question:
Yes, Lindell?
whose memories?
And as you say that, you transform into magical girl Lindell.
Oh.
You now have a scepter with a heart on the end, with a clover embedded in the middle. Your hair is a lovely bright color and in pigtails, and the rest I will let you describe.
much more
Just
befitting you.
sparkles everywhere. Just so many sparkles and neon and like, oh my gosh.
You are floating.
She can't write. She's not signing any contracts.
You even notice there's a little bit of pixie dust coming off of your toes.
December Diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the inspiration, you know. I figured she would embellish on it, and it's a pretty good look.
Can I fly?
CC.
It's not flying, but you can float about 3 feet above the ground.
CC, you said Mother sent you to find all of us. But what's the point? Why are we here? What's the point?
Good question. Okay, here we go. Everybody, eyes and ears. Eyes, ears, mouth, you know.
That means you too. Come here.
Yeah, we have to like pull Lindell down like a balloon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can continue to call me Cece if you want, but my name is Corvus Corax. But please, outside of this inner sanctum, do not repeat any of this. The witnesses are a very secretive group. The penalty is death.
Okay.
If any witness speaks out of this inner sanctum, they will be killed.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a curse binding rule, one of those things. So Lindell might want to mull that one over. Now then.
She's not mulling anything over.
Oh, you guys. Welcome to my home. Welcome to the inner sanctum of the witnesses. Again, I am Corvus Corax. I'm the leader of the sorority of witnesses. I am the third such leader. Before me was Beta, who was kind of disappeared. Don't really know what happened to her. And Alpha, who you know now lovingly as Mother. By the way, why wasn't Mother with you?
Don't ask that.
Mother disappeared. I believe she's gone beyond the veil. She was weak, very weak. She said she had one more card to deliver.
Okay. How did she disappear?
She went over to her cauldron. She asked me to pull a card. And when I did, the earth started shaking and she fell up against the wall and disappeared.
That's not entirely true. So the veil between realms seems to have opened and enveloped her. I'm guessing, having talked to you, that maybe she's in the shadow.
Did she leave anything behind?
Xavier's gonna reach into his pouch and pull out the raven's feather.
May I?
He kind of gingerly and almost reluctantly hands the feather over.
When it hits her fingers, her eyes go black. Take it.
Okay,
Take
he's
it.
gonna grab it.
She's real. She answered my prayer. The Raven Queen took Mother to Shadowfell. She is real.
The Raven Queen took Mother to Shadowfell?
I asked her to. I prayed to her. It came true.
Why?
You know what this means?
No.
You're the new leader?
It's all true. Well, yes, I was already the de facto leader, but I guess this makes it official. But no, I am her daughter. It is true.
Why would you wish Mother away?
Well, because otherwise she'd lose her mind and be fed to the abyss of Ordog's stomach.
We're not sure that's what would have happened.
Oh. Well, she talked about it a lot, so I just kind of trusted that was what would happen. But anyway, it didn't happen, so it's okay.
Cece, Mother led me to certain conclusions. She's told you had a memory vault for me, and she told me you would give me something to pour into a pool.
Right. Okay, there's pools on either side, so you can extract a single memory, but you need to learn a spell.
Okay. Teach me.
I don't know if you can learn it. It's called Encode Memory. Do any of you have access to the Encode Memory spell?
Yeah, He's gonna look at Lindell.
Are you asking us as players, or?
I'm looking.
I don't know.
No, asking you as Corvus Corax.
Safkeen immediately be like, nope. Nope.
Yeah, figured, Safkeen. Don't punch it. Please, don't punch it. Okay.
Wizard.
Is
It's
Lindell
for
just
wizards.
floating about the room at this point still?
No, we've pulled her down.
Magical Girl Lindell is, yes, kind of like floating in place, just like...
Safkeen's
Can I-
gonna be like,
Can I do something then, muttering under my
Yeah,
breath?
sure.
You don't mind? Okay,
Wait, I
I'd like
can't
to-
find encode memory.
It's a
Or
wizard cantrip.
Encode thoughts, or...
Encode thoughts.
Maybe
Is
it's
it
encode thoughts, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this in some wizard books.
You might be able to do it for Xavier then.
Well, I mean, I don't know it right now. Do you have a book? Do you have any nice wizarding spell books in this inner sanctum?
I'll tell you what, I do have a magical item that I stole from some prick that was beating his wife. But anyway, story for another time. He's gone now. The object that I'm talking about is called a wizard's hat, I think, or hat of wizardry or something like that. It lets you try a spell basically that you don't know. So yeah, it's in the back. There's beds in the back. There's a trunk. Go grab it from the trunk. Put it on. You'll take an hour to attune to it. Blah blah blah. You know all the stuff.
Can only a wizard attend to it, or would I be able to attend to it to use for my own memory?
You may look up the magical item right now.
What is it called? It's called a wizard's hat?
I think it's called the wizard's hat or wizard's hat or something like that.
It's a common magical item.
Yeah.
Why doesn't you have this?
Lindell tries to shake the magical girl heart wand and just see what happens.
You shake the wand, and there's a sparkle of radiant energy that comes out. And then a blast that throws you back against the wall. You hit the contract wall, and paper goes flying, and the blast shoots through one of the doorways, striking the wall on the other side with a blast of radiant energy.
Yeah.
The wind is knocked out of you as you float there.
Don't do that again.
Careful with that.
Requires attunement by a wizard.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So
Right.
And then I think it lets you just try a cantrip that you don't know, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yes, that's what it says.
God, I'm glad that I had that in my brain tank.
DC 10 intelligence arcana check. If the check succeeds, then you cast a spell.
I can do that, but what? I mean,
so it's over here through this door in this back room.
I'm just gonna head off by myself into this room.
Yep.
Xavier will go with you because he's
There you go. Oh,
insanely curious
I'll get you over there. Oh,
at this
yep.
point.
There you go.
Oh, there's an actual room there.
And there. Yep. There you go. You're in the back room. Just pretend there's two beds. They're bunk beds, and there is a storage locker at the bottom of each one. There's a table on the opposite side with more contracts laid out, and there is a nice chest at the far end of the room.
If we ever get trapped downstairs, I know a way to get out. Because I made there's a knot. They're supposed to tie the thing that I made a certain way, and then you'll grab onto it, and then you'll pull the rope from the bottom, and then it will go up.
Slip that.
No, I actually made a mechanical thing.
Cool.
You want to see it?
After I'm done.
Okay.
I'll be done soon.
He's like, nope, no, Dad, you're an idiot. No slip knots.
So, Lindell, you crashed into this wall.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna need miniatures for Lindell, I think, of the altered forms.
Do I get to keep this thing?
I don't know. Are you? Genevieve and Safkeen, what are you guys up to?
I'm still in the room with Cece, so can I ask her to come over and look at this hag with me? I'm curious.
sure.
And then I can wait till Sofkeen decides.
Okay. Safkeen?
Safkeen would probably go with you to make sure
Yeah,
she's
come
okay.
in the room.
Okay, yep. Where's Safkeen there?
So I'm in the room here with Xavier and you, or with Xavier and Sofkeen.
Yes, that's correct. So Cece joins you, Genevieve. You look up at the old hag carrying a basket. The basket is full of apples. Also carrying kind of a gnarled wooden staff with a bird atop it. And she has long hair and kind of the classic witch nose and a small hood that's pulled over her kind of wrinkled complexion.
This is who Delta serves.
I'm sorry, what?
This is who Delta serves.
Hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
What what kind of powers does she lend her?
She's good at poisoning people.
Mm. I remember you saying that, but anything else? There's no other connections to.
She's good at not getting caught at poisoning people. Oh,
Okay,
and
well,
she brings information back, so that's helpful.
there's information. I feel at ease, so I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, let's just talk through them. What is that?
You cursed Cece, and she begins coughing. Smoke falls out of her eyes.
Maybe don't drink the water.
What are you doing?
Got it.
Okay, in the back room, you will walk over to the chest, open it, pull out the wizard's hat. But then I'm just
Yep.
gonna sit down on like one of these bottom bunks and look at Sofkeen and Xavier and be like, "This is weird, right? This isn't some sort of like fever dream I'm in. This is happening and it's really weird."
Well, there's
I
no
mean,
way to
it's
be
happening. So.
completely for sure. I mean, there are some fairly intricate illusions that I've seen, but it seems reasonable that we are in reality right now.
Hmm.
And what about the weird part? Do you guys feel as uncomfortable as I feel?
Yes. But
Xavier's fine.
We've been through a lot of unusual things, including walking through other weird. This is not that out of the ordinary.
No, this is way weirder than Otherware. Otherware is straightforward and has straightforward rules. We are in a cavern in the middle of the earth with a woman that I trusted, but now I do not trust at all, thinks that she's the daughter of a god. This is much weirder.
I think she's
Right,
a bit crazy.
Sofkeen is shaking her head. She knows what I'm talking about.
Cece's weird. You know, I thought Cece was a bit weird, but she's very weird now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mildly
guess.
deluded.
Yes.
But I was told in my dream that I had at Mother's that this would be the key to unlocking some of my memories of who I am, that Cece would know how to do that.
Well, I
Well,
mean, she's giving that to you, so.
in the dream I had at Mother, I was told that your mother didn't obey the Raven Queen and that she worked for Ordog. So why would Cece separate her from Ordog?
I don't know.
I think Cece wanted the leadership position. That's all I'm saying. That's why I don't trust her.
Since we slept 4 hours in Mother's house, do I just have to sleep 4 more hours, or do I have to do a full 8 hours for a long rest? Your mic's not on.
None of you guys have done anything yet that's been like a big exertion of energy, so yes, you'd be okay at this point. But if you try anything else, you might be risking more exhaustion.
I don't know. Should I put on this hat?
I mean, Cece has only ever helped us in the past. Why would she completely change who she is at this point?
Maybe because before her aims were aligned with ours, and maybe they're not so aligned.
I'd say we trust her until she gives us a reason to not trust her.
Having that kind of attitude gets you hurt, Xavier, so knew that now.
I can hear everything you guys are saying, so can Delta.
You's just gonna put on the stupid wizard's hat. What does it look like? What does this wizard's hat look like? Your mic's not on.
When you pull out the chest, it is the gaudiest, most Disney bullshit
I figured.
blue, like foam hat with patchwork stars on it. It's stupid. It looks really stupid.
I knew it was going to be stupid.
Well,
CC doesn't respect wizards or wizardry.
That is a
I
fantastic
mean, maybe
hat.
that's what the
It
hat
looks
always
great.
looks like.
You put the hat on and it resizes to fit your head. And you start to attune to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
In the course of the hour, what would you like the hat to look like?
Oh, I can change what it looks like.
Let me guess, she's gonna make it black and have loads of intricate embroidery on it.
While you think about that, what is everyone else doing for an hour?
Must Google Hungarian hat.
Bavarian embroidery all over it.
Hmm. I'm gonna take out the scroll I found while she's attuning to the hat, and I'm gonna sit on the other bed and start reading.
Yeah, it's a basically like a handcrafted spell scroll. Not a spell that most people would be familiar with, and some of the mechanics of it escape you as you begin to read it. It calls for 5 rare ingredients and a very specific method of mixing them together as a way of protecting yourself during the casting of this spell.
Is there a way to cast it without the protection?
Sure, you can just try it. However, it is 1 level higher than you are able to cast currently.
So I can't cast it yet, or it would hurt me to cast it?
Perfect hat.
I thought it was a scroll.
You can't cast it yet.
Okay.
There's a little disclaimer. Says that irreparable psychic damage can occur in the event that you do not protect yourself while casting this spell.
What?
Which spell was that? I missed that.
What level do I need to be to cast the spell?
1 level higher than you currently are. It's as if somebody was thinking about the speed at which you guys level up and what you shouldn't be able to do yet. Also says that having a cleric around can help.
Okay. He's gonna tuck the scroll back into his bag.
And I will give you the details of that scroll later.
Okay.
Basically, you think it's a mini version of what Mother did to all 5 of you simultaneously. So seeing the level of this spell, the complexity of it, and then what you just experienced with Mother, you're like, holy shit. Mother is badass. Anyone else? You've got an hour. Genevieve.
I want to cast Sending, please.
All right, who would you like to cast Sending to?
To Lilith.
All right, what would you like to say?
Hi, Lilith. Jen here. Just checking in to see if everything is fine at home. Miss you. Kisses.
Okay, yeah. You've got more. You've got like...
I've got 10 more? No, 8 more. 9 more. 8 more. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back with minus kisses and miss you. We'll be home someday. What's new?
Okay.
Period.
Immediately you get a response. It's kind of midday. I was expecting you might be back by now. Is everything all right? Everything's fine here. Still Chef Beth. I did manage to work up kind of a prototype toilet. Eager to have you test it out. And Carlton Clarence has done quite a bit of work on the front room, so yeah. That's it.
I'm gonna second sending then.
Okay.
Lil, I'm beyond overjoyed to hear about the toilets. Keep an eye on Carlton. He's a bit of a jerk. See you as soon as we can.
Oh.
Aw.
You two, be safe. I hope you're having fun, staying out of trouble, and please don't let anyone know I'm here. I'm trusting you lot, so yeah.
So, was there anything else you wanted to do, Jen?
I'm good. Gear up.
Lindell has, because she's so overtired at this point that she's like kind of maybe hallucinating a little bit. So she's in magical girl form and she's just like, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever. And she just like floats up and she's like looking at the statues and she looks at the snake one and in her brain interprets it as it looks like Trevor and sleeping in Trevor is a safe space. So she just kind of like floats over into this demonic, crazy, scary snake and just like snuggles up underneath the snake and like in her magical, sparkly girl form just curls up and like goes to sleep, holding her heart wand.
I'm gonna write a note really quick.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think I see what you're going for, and I like it.
What am I going for? What? Huh?
Anyone else? All right. So the hour is up. You've attuned to the hat. What do you look like, you?
I sent my hat into Discord message.
Oh, let's see.
I have a tall bowler hat covered
Nice.
in embroidery
Seems right.
to go with my beautiful resplendent outfit. Cece thinks she can be the only gaudy woman in this,
Very
inner
nice.
sanctum.
Very, very nice. Yep, so
Okay.
with your Hungarian bowler hat now equipped, you feel like I could try some stuff.
Ah. So I can just try it.
Oh,
I don't.
by the way, to attune to that, you might have to unattune to something else. So please add it to your inventory
Oh.
and swap out your attunements.
Okay. What about? What am I trying to say? I can choose. I just get to choose a cantrip and roll. Like I don't have to have ever seen it or.
Nope.
Oh, I
As
should
long
have.
as it's in the wizard spell list, I believe you can try it. Actually, maybe outside the wizard spell list. I think it's any
No,
cantrip.
it's. Oh no, it's only wizards.
Only wizard cantrips. Okay.
Yep. Okay. D&D Beyond inventory attunement.
The most wonderful thing about wizards.
Oh,
is this
no.
Good job.
Okay, I'm going to keep the ring of mind shielding on.
Mhm.
So I'm going to unattune to my
Okay. Yeah.
for the moment.
Keep the scarab and the other one.
Yes. And then I'll put on my hat.
All right. You've got the hat on. You.
Okay.
Are you gonna try the encode thoughts?
Yeah, but I'm going to rejoin the greater group, I guess. Go back out into the hall,
Alright.
bring Sofkeen and Xavier with me.
Yep. You guys all out
Yeah.
back into the main
Did-
hall.
Did you guys just stand there and watch me chant over that hat for an hour?
Yes.
I'm reading.
I was in here with Genevieve. We were trading makeup. Never mind.
No. Okay, where? I mean, do we want to go somewhere more comfortable? Where do we want to do this, Xavier?
I think around the old hag would be fitting.
I believe I need to be in one of these pools, if I understand correctly.
Oh yeah, the yep, scrying pool up there.
Oh, is
Okay.
that up here? Okay.
Oh,
Like,
He is going.
the memory's in the thing, so you have to pull it out and then put it in, and then he can do his thing.
You mean I have to get in here?
No, the obelisk. The
Oh.
runes. You'll see.
Okay.
Xavier is gonna,
So-
I guess, sit by one of the pools and let some of his roots kind of extend down.
All right, so you're on top of the little well right there. Your roots extending down in as you wade. in the water.
Can I stand beside him because I'm kind of nervous and just like dangle my fingers in the water so I could grab him if I needed to right away?
I don't recommend putting your fingers in the water. But yeah, good thought.
Xavier's gonna say thank you for helping me. I think this may help me make some decisions.
I hope it's not a nightmare. Okay. Make a DC 10 intelligence check. All right, I'm going to think real hard. I'm exhausted. So is this with disadvantage?
It's intelligence. It's an ability check, not a skill check.
Is that that's a difference?
Yeah, so if it's like Arcana or religion or something like that specifically, you do have disadvantage.
Well, no, but it's DC 10 intelligence arcana.
Oh, it is Arcana, so yeah, you'd have disadvantage.
Okay. A natural 1
Ooh.
plus 8.
Mm-hmm. 9.
No.
I did not make it.
Oh no!
You guys are really sleepy, aren't you?
All right, so those beds back there, those are for
Where's
guests.
Lindell?
Where is Linda? Oh. Can we see her from where we? No, she's so high up that we can't.
Sparkle coming out of the snake, like little sparkle.
Genevieve, you see a little hint of a sparkle coming from within the coil of the snake.
Here. Xavier, get out of the pool. It's dry you off. Press to digitate.
We'll have to try tomorrow.
Let's try again in the morning.
Well, not tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's see. It's what is your orb of time? Oh wait, Lindell's got it. Dang it. It'll be like dinner time when you guys wake up. Is that okay? All right. There's 2 rooms on the side, one by the hag and one by the weird demon thing. There's bunk beds in each one. Go ahead, sleep. I'll be out here.
Do you sleep?
No, I'm Shatterkai.
Okay.
Eternal darkness, where I'm from, I hear.
Since Xavier already got a long rest, technically, do I need to sleep now?
You do not.
Okay. He's
And
gonna
Genevieve, I think you are okay too.
Pretty rested.
All right, so the rest of you hunker down, take your long rests. While that's happening, Genevieve and Xavier, is there anything like to do?
Xavier, what are you thinking you're gonna do while they rest?
I'm hoping I can recover some of my memories. I know I have a lot of them missing, and in my dream journey, I was told this was the way to recover them. I hope it may help me make some decisions about where my power comes from and who I can trust. Not you guys.
Of course. Xavier, do you think if I put on Yu's hat and sat with it for a bit, I could cast that for you while she's resting?
I don't know. Possibly. Can you cast wizard spells? Would it
Do you have to be wizard guys with a hat? Or does the hat make anybody able to cast the wizard spells?
No, it has to be attuned to by a wizard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
unless you have
Xavier
a feat or something.
I don't have 2 feet. That doesn't count so much.
But thank you for the
Okay, Yu's gonna grab Softkeen and drag her back into the back room. And make her go to bed too. She's exhausted too.
She is.
Was gonna ask CC some questions. So I know we've been asking you the hard questions, but this one may be even harder. Well, what was Mother like before? Your mic isn't
Your
on.
mic's not on.
Powerful. Ruthless. Everything I wanted to be.
Did
Still,
you know me?
still is, honestly. Someday I'll probably leave this. I've learned a lot from her, but I think there's more I could learn from my real mother.
Did you know me when I was young?
Yeah. Well, young, I don't know. Before you knew you, the way you
Hmm.
know you now. That was really confusing, I'm sorry.
No, that made a lot more sense lately.
Yeah. There's still a lot I want to know about myself, too. I think all of you have things you want to know about yourselves. I want to
Some
know where I came from. I want to know if this is real. Am I really the daughter of a goddess? I don't know. I think so. I think you confirmed it for me today.
would it matter if you weren't?
I guess not.
You'd still be you. Trust me.
No,
From
I
someone who
Corvus
doesn't
Corax.
necessarily know who their parentage is, you have to learn to let it not affect your decisions. You are who you are.
I guess that's true, but I've lived as many different people.
I think I have too.
I feel like I have a lot in common with Lindell. We grew up similarly. I feel like I have a lot in common with you too. I think we're maybe of the same, if not plane of existence, at least cousins.
Hmm.
I feel a lot in common with you, Auburnell. She's no nonsense, ruthless, makes decisions, doesn't wait around for things to happen.
And likes to carry bones.
Yeah. I feel a lot in common with Genevieve. I want to be out. I don't want to have to disguise myself.
Hmm.
And I have a troubled past. I think the least I have in common with is Safkeen, if not for Mother. She has an affinity for Tritons. I don't know why.
Hmm. Do I ever remember being young and seeing Tritons come to visit Mother?
DM says no.
Okay.
Safkeen's the first Triton you've ever met.
Hmm.
That you know of.
Can I?
Why doesn't Cece compliment my personality in some way? Huh? Rude.
She's brash. She's somewhat introverted. I'm not like that. I mean, I hide in shadows, but it's not who I really am.
Hmm.
I'm just glad none of you are thieves, because I fucking hate thieves.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Linda's a bit of a pickpocket, but I mean,
Yeah,
gentle.
but childish, you know? She's young.
That's cute.
I steal things sometimes too. I always give them back. It's just fun.
You do. Thank you for
By
giving
the
my
way, Xavier, will you give this back to you? It's her spoon. She left it out on the ledge.
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I did that.
it's Mother, or it's whose spoon?
It's Yu's spoon. She left it out on her
okay.
ledge.
I thought she left the bean on the
Bean.
ledge.
The bean. She left it
Yeah.
out on the ledge.
Okay.
I think I made that mistake twice earlier.
I had to buy the
Oh.
spoon back in a shop.
That's
Or
right.
did Safkeen buy it back?
Oh,
for
I
me?
saw the
Safkeen
spoon back.
bought the
Sorry,
spoon
I'm
back.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just meant it had to be bought back. It had to be bought back. She did not give it back because she's a dirty liar.
In a roundabout way. Anyway, it's all for
Daisy,
good fun. Yeah.
when we first met, you took my apple, and you gave it back. But why did you take it in the first place?
I didn't want you to have it. It was too soon.
Well, were you afraid I would use it?
I knew you would confront Belloc.
Hmm.
I knew you would see that tree. Unfortunately, I got caught, but thankfully I had the apple still. It wasn't confiscated. And after what you went through, I figured it was time that you have it.
Hmm. Can the apple create another Gelthius tree?
I don't know. Maybe the seeds? Or at least one of those little twig creatures.
Hmm.
Fine.
Maybe planted in different soil, they would turn out differently. Like me.
Hmm.
I
I'm
don't
getting
think
better
so.
soon.
You're something else.
Planted in our garden.
I want you to see that memory.
I think I need that memory.
I haven't seen it. Mother forbade it. But
Hmm.
like the apple I took from you, she's been holding on to the memory for the right time. It's time to get it back.
Thank you for helping us.
Of course. It's what my mother wants.
Hmm.
It's what Alpha wants. Mother. Sorry.
That's what beta. No one.
Right?
I'm trying to tie up loose ends. I'm tired. I I want to pursue my own past. And I'm hoping I can get back in my mother's good graces by doing
I can
this.
understand.
I want to go back to my people. I've been
If
on the
we
material
can,
plane too long.
if we can help you, we will. But it seems there are greater stakes to be had here.
Depends on your perspective. If I was living in
It
the
does seem
Shadowfell,
like
I wouldn't
there
care.
are other powers at work, though, for us, Cece. I mean, you do know that these deities aren't the only ones
Of
at
course.
work at the moment, right?
Of course. I mean, just the
Do you know if
founder
any of them
gods,
have
there's
a
13.
Do you know if any of them have a vested interest in Xavier, though, as well?
At least one, if not more, I think. I don't know enough about Xavier, honestly.
I mean, he doesn't.
Genevieve,
I do know a
what
lot, but it even escaped Mother.
what did you see in your dream walk? You seem to be guarding it from most people. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to, but
Xavier, one of the things that Mother told me at the end was that it was my job to protect you because you had a purpose, and I'm here to help you to it.
I think she
At
said
the
that to
same
all of
time,
us.
really,
I had my walk.
but at the same time, I encountered two deities, both vying for my allegiance.
Funny how that
And
happens.
I don't know enough about them. I've met the Queen of Light before in the past, but her world in the dream was twisted and cruel. Like it wasn't that it was intentionally good or bad, just chaotic, and it felt like home but also wrong. And on the other side, well, I've been running for a long time from darkness. I think it's starting to catch up with me.
hmm. With every bit of darkness, there's a bit of light in it. And with every bit of light, there's a bit of darkness in there. Maybe you need
I've
to
had,
find balance between them.
I fear that this darkness wants to fill me and use me for something else, though. Cece, do you know anything about the puppet master?
Ooh.
Puppet Master.
I distinctly remember being chased by a voice and them saying they were a legion and that they needed the vessel.
I've heard that as well.
The Knights
There
of
might be
Cannith?
more.
I'm sorry? The Knights of who?
Describe them. What did you see?
I don't remember. I remember being chased by voices and hearing about the six wings of Pazrael, but I don't remember. I remember.
Pazrael.
Does that ring a bell?
How far did you go down that path?
Deep. I went quite deep.
What was at
Mother
the
pulled
end?
me out. A temple, a shrine, and unfortunately unleashing or opening to something that isn't for me.
Did it speak to you?
It did.
What did it say?
I can't think. I, it's a lot. I don't remember. I just remember needing to escape and mother telling me that I needed to make sure I protected Xavier.
I know one thing about what you saw. I don't know if you want to know. But it has to do with what I need, what I want, what will get me back in the good graces of my mother.
What do you need?
My mother, the Raven Queen, has a very long feud with an old fling from well beyond my time.
Ooh. Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. But whom?
My mother had a fling a long time before my time. Have you heard of Cannith?
Can have I?
Shadowfell is very big. There is one prime god over that realm, my mother, the Raven Queen. There are others that try to carve out their little corners, and one such opportunistic person, I guess we'll call him, was Cannith. I don't know the full story, but Cannith was banished from Shadowfell by my mother.
Into a shadow form?
Well, Cannith drifted the plains and took up house in another plane of existence that you probably know as well through one of your friends, Otherwhere.
Hmm.
I want to kill Lord Cannith.
I see. Maybe we have aligned interests going forward then.
The name Pazrael rings a bell. Why? Well, Cannith fancies himself a group of knights, the leader of which, Pazrael, a fallen angel. He's a
Well,
mean motherfucker.
that might be a lead to start.
Why does this Kenneth or the Knights have any interest in Genevieve?
I don't know.
I think I might have been offered to Kenneth as a sacrifice in my childhood.
Oh,
not sure, but it's a
To
possibility.
Kenneth? That doesn't make sense. He's immortal.
He's immortal.
He's a vampire.
Oh, sorry. Then no. I. I. He must. But the puppet mask. I'm
Well,
gonna get frustrated and walk away. I'm out for a second. I also need to go to the bathroom, so it's
okay.
a double duty.
Fascinating. So, Lord Kenneth is after Genevieve.
but Genevieve doesn't want the rest of the group to know? Why wouldn't she want our help?
Well, she's older than the rest. Well, except for you. She's older than everyone except you. You and me, I guess. We'd be the older ones. She has passed. How much do you know about Genevieve?
Um, Not a lot. She joined our group fairly recently. Hmm. Cece, are you in effect related to me?
No, I don't think so. See, I think I know why you're important.
Why?
You said there were two deities that were vying for you?
There are three:
Three.
the moon, the adder, and the machine. I think I need to speak with the moon.
The adder. Why would the adder be after you?
Xavier pulls out one of his glowing potion vials and kind of flicks it between his fingers, then puts it away again. I believe I know more about alchemy, maybe from a past life.
You're a construct. I don't. I don't know if I believe in past lives, but you were created. Do you know who your creator is?
I thought it was Mother and somehow the
Oh,
Golthius tree.
no, it wasn't Mother.
Who created me?
I don't know. Something that Mother wanted to find out.
Do you think it's in my memories?
I think it's either the moon, the adder, or the machine. Don't
That
you?
I would. What? No.
Who created me?
Well, as you believe, the Raven Queen.
So why not you too?
I don't know. I'm surely I can't be the offspring of a deity.
I feel like we do have a lot in common, but I don't know enough about what you're made of.
Mostly wood.
Well, yeah,
Gold-
Galthius
yeah.
wood, yes. Galthius tree, we've established that, but what is a Galthius tree?
The legend I had heard, it was a vampire that had been staked. Wait a minute. Kenneth was a vampire?
Kenneth is still alive.
Hmm.
If you stake a well, no. How much do
I
you
had
know
heard
about vampires?
that a Golthius tree sprang from when a vampire was staked to a certain spot, and the tree sprouted from that. And the tree hungered for blood.
Well, that's an interesting thought then. Let's suppose you're correct. A vampire was staked with a wooden stake, and that stake grew into what you are.
I don't feel very vampiric. I don't crave blood that often.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily be a vampire, would you? Is that how it works?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm the only me that I know of.
It's a good point. Most other Gulthias trees don't talk and walk and cast spells. Although I've only seen on one other.
So maybe I'm not the offspring of a Golthius tree?
What if the stake that killed the vampire was made of this Gulthias wood?
Hmm. Then I was a weapon for killing monsters?
Perhaps. Or maybe it was intentional? Someone wanted to create you. For what purpose? No offense.
Mm-hmm. None taken. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I do know that I need to stop the oncoming war.
The oncoming war. That's what Mother told you?
That's what I learned in my dream.
From who?
Hmm. Good question. Hang on. Where did I hear that? Land of Shadows, yada yada. Sister, demonic voice. I don't know. I heard a voice. It said that war is coming and to seek you. And that you would help me find my memories. And through the mirror of eternal midnight, does that mean anything to you?
Through the mirror of eternal midnight. It's from a book. A book on Shadowfell. I gave
What
it
is-
to Mother when we first met. Um, I guess you could call it Thieves' Cant.
What is the mirror of eternal midnight?
It means
Cant
she's watching us from Shadowfell.
Hmm. So Mother isn't dead.
No, I don't think so. At least not yet.
Hmm.
What do you plan on doing with that big meat suit?
Oh, Frankie?
Hmm.
I'm going to free him.
Okay.
He's going to pull out the Bastard's amulet, and if I can find a way to destroy this, I will.
May I?
I don't want to be his master. Um, sure, he's going to hand it over.
She clutches it, and a dark smoke begins to wrap around her hand. She looks at it and looks at you, and she hands it back.
He takes it.
The smoke dissipates.
I don't want any creature to be
Curious.
enslaved. This thing didn't have a choice in its creation.
Very curious.
He's from other weird.
You know, would have thought that any of you who would have tried to wear or hold that amulet would have been burned to shit by your deity. But now it makes sense a little bit. Maybe you were
Why
meant.
does
Maybe you were meant to have it. It's cursed.
Why does it not
Duh.
hurt me?
Well, I mean, I don't know the nature of the curse. Do you?
I don't feel cursed.
Maybe it's because of what you are. Or who you serve.
I need to find out who I serve. Well, serve being a relative term.
True. Who you draw power from.
I believe whoever I draw power from may feel the same way I do about freedom.
Freedom to do what?
Anything. To choose. To choose to be good or evil.
Mass murder?
If that's what you choose, but you may be stopped.
A war between the planes?
Also a choice. But again, there may be those who try to stop that from happening.
A civil war for the founders. There are things afoot. I know more about the pending war amongst the founders than the other two. Curious which one was prophesied by Mother in your dream.
I was told that Mother took a risk to rid the Dark Lord's meddling.
Took a risk. It must be why the raven plucked her. Well, we're safe in here. From prying eyes. I suggest, well, you may not need it. Let your friends rest.
Xavier is going to reach out and take Genevieve's hand and say, I know you learned in your dream that you were supposed to protect me, but how about we all just protect each other? We as a group keep each other safe.
I made a promise, so of course I'll look out for everyone, but you're my priority now.
Let's keep everyone safe, and that'll keep me safe.
Sure.
Genevieve,
That's-
quit lying. You know you want Othma.
Well, he's not on the party right now, is he?
Look, there's a difference between love and commitments.
Not really.
I
I'm gonna
stay
go
true
to
my
bed.
word.
Good night.
Wow,
Does she sleep?
kind of a bitch.
Yeah, she's awful. No, I'm asleep. Sorry.
Cece goes
think-
over to the wall with all of the contracts on it. She pulls a contract off the wall, pulls another amulet or signet out of her pocket, attunes to it, changes back into the Cece that you know, and heads down one of the tunnels.
Have to go kill someone.
Mm-hmm. I unfortunately am going to have to stop here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Almost.
So you guys make your way off to bed finally. You take your long rests, and all of you wake refreshed somewhere around 6 p.m. the same night.
Do we get to remove our exhaustion? Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yay.
Oh my god, thank god.
Complete reset.
What? I didn't talk to David about it, but I was thinking about if we could play next weekend. What are guys' schedules like for next week?
I'm in Sao Paulo next weekend.
Are you? Because it's
Yeah.
our wedding anniversary, so we were gonna go to a German fest thing around here. But if everybody
the
could
week
get to, what about the week after?
Hey, the week after's
The
fine.
next 2 weeks.
So
The week
The
after is
26th?
before we get into scheduling, real quick, after you guys wake up, Cece has returned. She's waiting by the word wall. You donning her hat that is now attuned, go over and you get ready to do your spell, and that's what we'll pick up
Okay.
next time. Okay.
I have two questions.
What?
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Question 1. Does CC ask for the emblem back?
No, you still have it.
No.
Question 2. Mother's crystal ball. If I were to take some time to attune to it, what kind of crystal ball is it?
It is just a crystal ball.
Just a standard crystal ball. Okay.
Nothing special.
Oh,
But you can use it for scrying.
Yeah.
Also, your magical girl form has reverted when you wake up.
Yeah.
No, not magical though.
All right.
Oh.
That's my question. Thank you.
Thomas,
So-
I think your homework should be transformation work.
Thomas, that item, I already homebrewed it, and I will give it to you. The side effect is when you are attuned to it, you cannot speak. You are silenced. So keep that in mind for spell casting.
Oh, so if I was
Okay.
attuned to it, I couldn't cast spells.
Right, because this is kind of a rogue thing.
Oh.
But it goes in line with the class you chose. I did this on purpose because you chose the rogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Cool,
you're
cool.
deviating a little bit from the cleric side and moving towards the rogue side.
Cool.
We need a cleric.
So just keep in mind, if you do use this device to change your form, you cannot speak.
And when you say attune to it, like I have to spend an hour to attune to it, or just like when I focus on it to make it work?
Only when you change into the CC form in the third path.
Oh, okay.
The other two, the magical girl and the detective, are whatever voice or persona you want to have. They're yours. They're yours to design. Just know that you do have some abilities when you attune to those. The investigator, of course, is better at investigation, perception, that kind of stuff. Maybe interrogation, that kind of thing. And then the magical girl can float, has the pixie dust and the visuals, and then has the radiant wand.
Okay, cool.
So cute.
So, September 26th? It's the Sunday
Yeah.
after next. We're okay.
Wait, September's 26th.
No, we're not okay with Brian.
I'm in Chiridenchis for the weekend for a food festival with all my staff.
What's Chiridenshi?
Sitting nearby, they have an annual food festival, and we booked the house for the weekend to go and stay.
Okay, so then on the
Could we-
26th, we're going to meet without Brian, and we're going to run you through the tower.
Stupid.
As
Discord.
as your Spiralia characters.
Ooh, jeez.
So we need to do. So David has been. He wants to do this as like play testing because he's kind of been revamping the tower to release as a printed
Module?
module.
And I want to get Kit through it so he can help me write it. Because he refuses to help me write it for spoilers.
Yeah, Kit's been doing the artwork for it.
I've been doing the artwork. So like I know some of the things coming up, but I didn't want to know too much about it yet. So I guess I'll have to just play it so that I can finish up the artwork.
We're gonna like continue from where we left off, or we're starting from square one?
You're your Spiralia characters starting at level 1. We're gonna speed
But I don't
run
want
you.
to be baby Sap.
We're gonna speed run you up it and get you to where you need to be. Because you guys know the drill. You know how to get through it.
Baby Sap can just
Kinda?
punch. Not very well.
I was run back through it because we played it like 4 years ago, right? Or like 3 years ago.
It's a while back, yeah.
Yeah, and then because he started working on this module, I played back through those first like 4 levels. I had forgotten everything, so I don't think you guys. And he's changed stuff. He's been revising module.
Quite a bit.
Can I keep talking schedule for a second? with
Yes,
you
yes,
guys?
yes.
So I'm free on the 3rd of October, and then it's another 2 weeks until I'm good again.
Okay.
I'm after that. I'm pretty much put until end of November. But 3rd of October, I'm free, and then I'm not available again until the 24th.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll decide on the
Right.
3rd of October. What?
So 3rd of October, we'll try and meet for Spiralia again, and then maybe we can do one in November without Brian, and then have Brian back at the end of November.
Well,
no,
you
no,
can
I
do it at
meant
the end of
sorry, no.
October.
I'm in for the 3rd, and then I can't do the 10th and the 17th, and then I'm good from the 24th of October through to.
Oh, okay.
almost
Yeah,
November.
that's not a big deal then. Okay.
Oh,
Oops.
But it's 2 weeks off and then 2 weeks off. Sorry.
Yeah. Other than our anniversary weekend, then, which is next weekend, we can do.
We're free all those weekends.
We'll just do Spiralia, Tower, Spiralia, Tower, whatever. You know, we'll just do
Yeah.
it like that.
We can do Icewind Dale.
And
yeah.
Icewind Dale. I forgot. We got Icewind Dale too, so we can change off.
Yeah, because we're free until. Because I want to play as much as possible before November, because November is when my job.
Yeah, that's when
kicks
SATA is
into-
like nothing till
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. Oh, we've got like 8 weeks to play.
I'm gonna break Safkin's heart again and disappear after Arthurware again.
Yeah, there you
Disappear.
go.
So, Thomas, remind me,
Yes.
I need to do something with Lindell before you wake up.
Okay.
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 It was the
That
note I wrote
sounds
myself.
terrible.
It was the
It's
note
a
I
bad
wrote
sentence,
myself.
but I
to
want to
remind me.
rephrase that.
All right, guys. It was so good to see all of
Yes.
you. I love you.
So bummed to be back in Spiralia. You got to meet Cece, like the real Cece.
Level 12. Yeah, right?
Yay.
Unravel TC.
Yep, Corvus
Yeah,
Corex.
no,
So I'll share her alignment with you guys now.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Larry.